the noise. Hello and welcome to It Comes From the Wood Part 2. I'm Brendan Ailes, the Red DM, and we are picking up where we left off in our last episode. So go ahead and check that out if you're lost coming in on this one. It's fun, exciting, and there's a cast change. So we're going to address that, and we'll get right into it. Alright, so starting with Rachel in position 1, can I get name, race, class, split, passive perception, AC, and then initiative? Initiative will come later, actually. So character name?
Countess Florin.
Yes, Florin.
F-E-L-O-R-E-N.
There's an F, not a B.
I know. That's why I spell it, because it sounds different.
Okay, race, class, split.
Race is Triton. I'm a storm sorcerer. Just straight storm sorcerer, level 6.
Okay, what's your passive perception?
9! I notice a lot of things.
AC.
Base is 12.
Alrighty. What's your mage armor split on that?
15.
Alright. Next up, Salander.
Nasari Salander.
Nasari Salander.
Nassari, and then just Slander. I am a Yonti Pureblood Bard. I am College of Lore. My passive wisdom perception is a 13. My armor class is a 14.
Thank you. Os, correct?
Boss, yes.
Yeah, buddy.
Lizard folk cleric.
We found him. Cleric of Light.
Cleric of light, yes.
What's your passive?
17. AC 16.
Unless I added AC.
This position 4 with Sam. Who do you got?
Damian Ashbright is a half-elf paladin. 16 AC and a 10 passive.
And 16 AC?
Correct.
Alright. Is that shield split or not?
I do not wield a shield.
I do, so that's can be shield split.
16, 14
Yeah.
split? Okay. And a new challenger approaches. Grace!
It's me!
Who are you bringing?
So as a Kenku fighter, my name is the sound of a dagger hitting a log, but you can call me Thwomp.
Thwomp. I love it.
Kenku fighter names are noises, and not actual spellings. Right.
What is Lump's passive?
12.
Alrighty.
Sounds like
Pardon
one
me,
of the
I'm thinking of
highest.
flops, not flumps. Flumps.
And what is Lump's AC?
15 unless I'm dual wielding, in which case it's 16.
Okay.
I know.
15, 16 split. Nice.
You don't see that very often.
No?
Right?
Ready done there.
Anything else?
That is it. I've got my cast of characters. The initiative slot is open. So,
I guess I roll initiative.
That's what I heard.
no. I just have the initiative column open so I can quickly annotate who goes when
Nice.
versus
sense.
allies and enemies.
Nice.
So, when we left off, the previous party had arrived at Camp Muckford and saw that despite having fought a chort in the woods, that the camp had been attacked, and it appears that their employer Jean Lee and who they're trying to help currently, a Ariana camp commander Sigmund Dijkstra, look like they think that the monster that they were fighting was different than the one that the party fought. That hasn't been confirmed yet. However, everyone was very exhausted from a night of fighting on both sides, and Sigmund being the surly individual that he is, decided to cut off any debate about who did what did when, and said that at first light he'll consider all matters. Fortunately, First Light brings good news. A caravan from a nearby city has arrived, and with it, a new crop of adventurers, namely 2 adventurers. One is Womp, the Kenku fighter, and with her is a somber-looking blood hunter who steps down and looks at 2 of the previous party members, who you notice may not be on screen currently. And with a solemn nod and presenting a sealed scroll with 3 skulls stamped into it, he would invoke the right of get the hell out of here and do something else. It's an ancient rite, well known among adventurers.
The man with 3 skulls invoked the right of get the right out of here.
And so, the other 2 adventurers that were with us previously would join this silent figure and turn around the caravan because they don't want to be here.
Well, parting is such sweet sorrow.
Stepping up to your group, I say this so that you can get the picture thwump, is a rotund, bald individual who has a distinct limp in his left leg. This would be Sigmund Dijkstra, the camp commander.
Awesome.
Boy, didn't even say goodbye. Bloody courtesy is not what it used to be. Alright, gave it a think. Anyone still got an issue with one of my soldiers being a werewolf?
Not I. You?
I'm not even sure what that is.
I'll get over it.
Is that not something that you can deal with?
I can if they wish.
But if they go missing, then they'll just be werewolves.
Horrible.
But they're right there.
Boy, I needed a jest this morning. It's the old arteries working.
Oh my god.
Well, as it stands, I believe that your associate killed one of my friends.
Is that a large bird?
Yeah.
Well, I'm pointing at you. I imagine Pat told you.
I mean, unless it's all shared hallucination, it appears to be a bird in my field of view.
Oss, did we eat those mushrooms?
Not yet, but I'm in the mood for dark chicken.
Quite. Do you think it talks?
I don't know.
Why would
I've
it
never
talk?
seen one.
Why would it talk?
I'm not another bloody comedian.
Which of you studied ventriloquism?
I'm not even sure what that is. Can you say that again?
What?
I'm not even sure what that is.
I'm not even sure what that is.
Okay, I'm not even sure what that is.
Looks like a big bird. I'm gonna walk over towards the big bird.
Big bird. That's what you're gonna
The
call it
kangaroo.
now.
No. Hello.
Hello.
I like it.
Black
Do you
chicken.
have a name? Good lord, that sounded like a dagger hitting a block of wood. Brilliant! We must take it with us. Please?
What happens to your voice? Are you trying to impress someone?
No. Sorry. Slips.
Does that happen when you get excited?
No. See, I've been perfecting this act for quite some time.
Oh, so it was a performance.
Yes.
I see.
And what purpose does it serve?
You got us a bird.
We can have that.
Would you come with us?
Come with us.
We're hunting something dangerous.
I'm not even sure what that is.
Neither are we, to be honest.
This is gonna be so fun.
For the record, I just don't have to talk that much, but it's, it happens.
Do you expect to be paid?
I'm not even sure what that is. Does that happen when you get excited?
I dress that one with questions like that.
Questions like that.
Yes.
Yes.
What?
This is going to be a wonderful trip.
Well, you're down 2 and up 1. It might be useful in the woods. If it can copy sounds, you might be able to fool some of the Atropian scouts in the area.
I'm not even sure what that is.
You'll find out. Well, Jean Lee came up with an idea last night. Might work, might not. A little human approaches my cat. He brings news for one of you. Didn't think the couriers could make it that fast. Of course it's for the Countess.
So,
Political.
you asked us if we mind your soldiers being changed. Do you want them fixed?
I must run an errand, friends. I shall return.
Bleeding royalty. Yeah, 1 minute, gone the next.
Yes. Sometimes they quit families.
Eh?
The royals up in Canada. Sorry. 747.
Right. The way I see it, they still wear Ariana colors. They're not out to kill Atropians. Might as well have them. We're not winning it anytime soon.
They did say
Under the influence?
couldn't always control themselves, yes.
Sounds like incentive to find that bleeding Wendigo.
Speaking of
Yes.
which, I had a suggestion. If
Why?
your troops are up for it.
Alright, boys! How many is alive? The last check, 3. 3!
It's useful.
Oh,
2.
they're alive.
Well, there are monuments to the Wendigo's power, and if I'm understanding correctly, if they are destroyed, it lessens its influence in the area.
You know what these are?
We have no idea.
Your 2 soldiers might.
They protected
They told
one.
us about it.
He'd give a low whistle, and the surviving Ariana soldier that had been converted to a werewolf would approach, still looking around, and say, I don't smell the one with silver on them.
They left.
Can I get out of these shackles now?
I'll reach over and unlock him. I mean, both of them. I rezzed the other one that they got killed. So
Oh, I
they should
thought that
both
one.
be-
I thought that one got killed. That was unresolved.
I could have sworn I brought them both back. But like, she was trying to attack one of them, and I had brought the other one back that she had downed.
Highs or lows for Schrodinger's soldier?
Did he make it?
I currently am in a position of power, so highs.
Okay. The dice are in your favor. There are 2 Arcane soldiers that are currently afflicted with werewolfism,
Yeah, unlock them.
or lycanthropies, right? They would say that they did see one other totem, and they could probably find it based on scent.
Yes.
Those moments are a bit harder for them to recall, but they have clear indications of what prey they had hunted and bled in those areas.
Surely this will be a story to write.
On that, with the influence that it sends over you, would you lose control if you got close to it or the totems?
We think that the Wendigo itself will be able to overpower us. But while hunting the Chort, we were acting as we would as soldiers, just better.
So it seems you have some free will.
We'd recommend that we can get you around more efficiently, but we should stay well away from the Wendigo's lair.
If this beast fought Chort for territory, then Wendigo stronger. We should take out other totem.
Well, if they're on the way to it,
We
maybe
should still it will
let
weaken
the
its power.
soldiers take other ones.
That was my intent, is to have the remaining troops here go and sabotage its network or web or whatever you
I
want
think
to call it.
we should. They are at war.
True.
Well, they're fighting a war on two fronts as it stands, and if they can help us resolve one front, then they stand a better chance against the other.
I like what you're thinking. Unfortunately, your employer is of a similar opinion, albeit a different mechanism. John Lee would step up, and you can see that his facial features are distinctly more Atropian, and he's changed his colors to look a bit more Atropian as well. I'd say that there's at least 2 scouting parties on the Atropian side, and they're threatened by the Wendigo as well. We might be able to use their manpower to deal with the totems and leave the camp defended. I'm willing to parlay and have documents from Sigmund that will give us the impression of a ceasefire.
It's a good idea.
We did come across those scouts that had no intention of harming us, so if we can return to that place,
Find them again.
communicate with them as such, that they might be more effective in providing that information
The
to...
elves in the trees.
The, I believe they were in a makeshift tower, but yes.
Oh, I thought they were in trees. I don't remember.
The tower was amongst trees,
Oh,
yes.
If that's the case, then I'll join you and get a little bit of field experience. We'll go as far as the Atropian scouting camp and then speak with their commanding officer. We should be able to come to an agreement that the real issue is the Lord of the Wood, so to speak, and it does no one any good to fight the conventional battle for now.
Considering their troops can simply be spirited away in the middle of the night and converted into a third force that will eventually overwhelm them.
Sees that we're in agreement.
Yes.
Well then, have an idea of where they're camped. Shall we head out?
I need to cast Find Steed again.
Oh, did we get a...
You do get the benefits of a long rest. If you're wounded, reset your character sheet to full health. If you have any expended spell slots, replenish them.
For our discussion anyway, I need to cast it.
I'm gonna recast Mage Armor as we leave.
However, whatever resources you spent by way of gold or ammunition or any weapons that have been damaged, the camp has been ravaged. No one has anything to spare for you.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Completely fair.
That's fine.
So once you're ready, Jean-Louis will take point and head out.
I had a question for you. This Wendigo and the ability to control or manipulate werewolves, what sort of legends or lore have I heard about it?
You have had the Elven Storybook
Yes.
for a full night.
Okay.
I would say that you can roll history at advantage about any deeper read that you could have got with your group about the Wendigo's abilities.
Assuming that he had somebody translating for him.
Yeah.
History?
Yes.
21.
Alright. The book sounds familiar to a different ballad that is better recorded, and it would appear that in that story, the Wendigo had set up totems like you've seen that had about 100 feet of extended influence, but really the Wendigo commands its troops when they can see it. And if the troops are able to see the Wendigo, their loyalty is unquestionable. Also in the ballad, what's terrifying about these encounters is that a Wendigo never speaks, remains utterly silent, making its commands very difficult to ascertain.
Okay.
It would be torturous for an elf's soul to not be able to act in either the predisposition of dark elf or a wood elf or high elf. To lose their voice would be very problematic.
Interesting. All right. Thank you. Certainly, taking out these totems will benefit.
Yes. Alright, question for the group. Do you want to go directly into the woods, or do you want to swing by the peasant farm?
We were told about the herbalist that we might need to speak with.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Is it like the alchemist?
Is
Herbalist?
The herbalist.
The herbalist.
is you coming?
Is coming?
That is
I'm like gesturing towards you. Are you following? Like as we're walking towards the herbalist?
Yeah, I'll come hang out
Okay.
to visit the herbalist.
Okay.
See
Is
if
that
they're
in this
live or dead.
octagonal little thing over here?
It is.
So I can help people at home follow along maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, go to our Facebook page to look at all the maps we're doing tonight, and whoever gets closest to where we are at the end.
We're gonna do a giveaway.
Yeah, we're gonna give you some loot.
Share with your friends.
Live
Yeah, just
people?
like-
Or
yeah.
is-
Well,
just- if you just go to the end of the episode.
No,
on that.
yeah, we're gonna post the answer at the end, the solution to where we end up, but we don't even know where we're going. So
Yeah, yeah.
all of our live friends follow along.
Yeah.
If
Please.
you're later, just don't look. But we can't give you anything. We should still try.
Yeah.
You know.
Totally.
Okay.
Totally try to guess. Leave a
Before
comment.
we do. Yeah, comment before we do.
Yes.
Sitting outside of the hut in lotus position would be a female high elf. And she would be chewing on a pinch of crushed herbs.
What you got there?
Eucalyptus.
Does it happen when you get excited?
Yes, it talks.
No. No.
Eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus.
You can lick this?
Does it happen when you get excited?
Do you know what medicines you're looking for?
No.
Bleeding royalties.
Kingsbane is illegal in this province.
I'm not even sure what that is.
Nice.
Not
Why?
that I don't possess it.
Why did we come?
We needed something to deal with the reinforcements of the Wendigo themselves. So, Wolfsbane and
I found this. I will take out the hair and the bloody hair and the rag and be like on a show it to her. Found
She touches it. There'd be a spark as her fingers fly back. That's cursed.
What did you do? I can fix that.
Is there something
want
that
it.
you can do to fix?
Yep, think so. Need Wolfsbane?
believe so, and something that can help solve our silver problem, or lack thereof.
Got that too. What do you want to do with the Wolfsbane?
Kill or maim werewolves?
Alright, I can do that. Sure you want to kill him?
Not entirely, but it may be necessary.
Incapacitate.
Can do that, but it's different. Gotta pick. Don't have too much Wolfsbane.
I would prefer to incapacitate.
Okay, I can do that.
How much?
Wheels make the finest shit in the land.
That does not answer our question.
Pull up 2 gold pieces.
You guys get hit that hard? Persuasion.
That is a 22. Yes!
Hope soldiers can, you know, raid or loot, because they're gonna be broke soon.
2 more. After.
If it worked.
Okay.
What
See-
did we do with it?
I'll tell you. She'd pull out some Wolfsbane and start crushing it in a mortar and pestle. Gonna make some incense, burn it next to him. Can't stand the smell. Knock him out. Pretty easy. Can't mess it up.
Like,
Unless you get it wet. That'd be unfortunate.
What happens if it gets wet? Other than going out?
doesn't burn.
Doesn't. Harder to burn. No guarantees.
Like,
Perhaps
I have a freeze pack. I have a sensor.
in the in the bag.
That'll work.
this is freaking perfect.
In the bag of holding, so
Spin
it
it
remains strong.
Spin it around like a flail, I think. It's a good idea. Should we give you the equivalent of 2 doses of Wolfbane incense?
Okay.
What's the area of effect?
How hard can you swing, Pally Boy?
Depends on the situation. Why?
Well, it burns, and well, the vapors are what's gonna do it. So hope you can swing hard.
I believe that I can manage that, yes.
From a professional perspective, as hard as he can swing if he's holding it.
Excellent.
You're gonna smell really bad to anything wolf-like. Take that into consideration.
He already does.
You guys friends?
Acquaintances.
I like that word.
Sensitive nose.
So you
Sure,
need,
it's not your tongue.
so you need silver.
Correct.
Yeah, I can fake that. What are you good with?
I would prefer my halberd or a long sword.
Don't got that much. Try again.
Just the blade, I mean.
Can I remove a dagger from my boot?
I'll hold up my rapier.
Like hers better, can do like 4 of those.
I have 1 in each boot.
Yeah, can do 4 of those.
Pull out 5 bolts.
Do 10 of those and 1.5 of those.
Use melee weapons. You're proficiency with all weapons. Bolts for a crossbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not as good at that as I am.
What about my longbow arrows?
Just thought.
Still can only do about 10 of those.
Darn
Is it a matter of funding or is it materials?
Chemical silver is hard to come by. Didn't exactly stock up before coming out here. Also doesn't grow on a tree. Not a dwarf either, so mining's not really my thing.
Change that.
You can turn me into a dwarf?
No, make it grow on trees.
You can do that?
No, I said they should change that.
Oh, the proverbial they. They should also restock some of my alchemical supplies, but we'll see how that goes. If you want to win, you're gonna need something better than that silver.
About magic.
What do you recommend?
Griffin piss.
Excuse me?
Griffin piss.
Where's
Out
that
of a
on the
bladder.
Where's that on the map?
Is
I
that
pass.
far?
High pass.
Yeah, it's nearby. There's a griffin there.
Okay, well, let's go get some griffin piss.
Is it safe to assume that it is not domesticated or tamed?
Have I heard that this is an actual thing? Like griffin piss on werewolves?
Roll in nature.
Sweet. So, just like the ancient elven tale. Yes.
Since when do you speak Elven?
Stories in the book
I helped him read it.
speak of griffin pee.
Not domesticated. Also used, not as potent. Get its bladder and extract some. That's what you're looking for.
Unpissed piss.
Highly acidic.
It's disgusting.
Not for the werewolves either.
And
Wendigo?
now,
Yeah.
I don't expect this to work. If we were to transport the griffin and convince it to
Pee?
correct,
Oh, Wendigo!
would it have the same effect?
Are you insane?
If it was angry, you could release the chemical that I'm looking for in the urine.
Interesting.
You ever negotiated with a griffin?
Twice.
Males?
It didn't work.
Scars?
This one's a male.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. What about magic against a Wendigo?
Should work. Just pick the right type.
Do you know specifics on that?
We were
Elementally
told
speaking.
before radiant.
Well, that'll work really well.
I have that.
Wendigos are pretty tough, so, poison and necrotic magic probably isn't going to get you very far.
Okay.
I can handle the radiant aspect fairly well.
Might not need the griffin piss then.
Maybe
Might be.
between us two,
Well, that's a
we have
relief.
enough radiant.
Do you want to rely on that in a scenario, especially if we were to fall unconscious and leave it to them?
Can I pull out my short sword?
That's a good point. Maybe some silver.
Yeah, I could do just one of those. Back on the silver track. But that's only one.
Right.
I don't have any daggers.
5 of you.
Yeah, I have 2 daggers, 2 short swords, and a bunch of longbow
I
arrows.
have a dagger.
I have 2 daggers. They're made of coral, but I have 2 daggers.
Does anyone have alchemical silver on them, like, at all?
No.
Just have
I mean,
regular.
the only person that had it left.
I have regular silver.
Maybe they left it with us as they got on the caravan.
I think that you might be able to find some more alchemical silver in this adventure.
That works.
Okay, I can come back and
But
dip it in it.
she would be able to give you either 1 short sword, 4 daggers, or 10 pieces of ammunition. What would you like, if any?
I have a horn. Is it made of silver? What's the odds?
Highs or lows?
I think we'd probably like
We'll
to
go with
spread the silver joy.
The odds are not in your favor.
How about this? And I have a couple vials, 4 even, of cave fisher blood. Will that do anything?
Got an idea. Take this, mix all 3 with fresh griffin piss, and apply it to a weapon that's got a blade or something that you can get under the Wendigo's skin, and this will mess it up.
So what you're saying is,
Back to the griffin.
let's go collect some piss.
Just a bladder.
This is disgusting.
I
Absolutely
believe that
disgusting.
might want to do some preparation before we leave in assisting. I don't know that I have the capacity to. Let me look over my holy texts.
Speak with Griffin. Is that a
No.
spell?
I'm seeing. No.
Friends.
I am aware of a ability that I do not possess that would bind it to the ground and make it easier to deal with. And hopefully prevent it from pissing all over us while it flies around.
Are griffins
Would that be useful?
beasts or monstrosities?
Only if we can catch it.
They have
I
animal
can
friendship,
control the wind.
Right.
but it's not gonna work.
Can blow it in a specific direction.
Come to think of it, I think that there's some silver that you could get. Won't be easy. You'll have to be nice. Might need some money too.
What does it... What...
How?
So there's some dwarves in the woods. Part of the Atropian non-human scouts. They pretty good at smithing stuff, and most of them are superstitious in these parts. So maybe you could bum their silvered weapons off of them. But that would assume that you are willing to work with Atropian non-humans.
I could potentially make friends with the
Yes.
griffin. And say humanoid.
So that you can proceed to cut out its bladder.
Or just get it to pee in the bottle. Then we don't have to cut it.
Then it's
Said
not
it has to
fresh.
be.
If it comes out of the bottle, it's fresh. Get it to pee in the bottle.
Could use some salt to preserve it.
And you said to put it all together and
This
then
is
apply to a
the
weapon.
most disgusting conversation I've had in a while.
I mean, he did discuss how you would normally just swimming around in it, so it's fine. I don't see how this is any
Work
different.
that way.
I still don't
I
understand.
realize it diffuses, but it's still a part of the chemical makeup, is it not?
You seem put off by urine for someone that's talking to an alchemist. Herbalist. Can't say alchemist anymore.
I'm also a noble, so it's not exactly table conversation.
There's people in alcoves that sit there casting purified food and water in there.
Prestidigitation.
Firstly, I'm outside, so no tables to be had. Secondly, I'm all pragmatic.
So, to the dwarves?
Well, one last question. Are you aware of anything else in this area that you might have need of supplies for that we have not discussed?
Short dead yet?
Yes.
To our understanding, as long as it does not resurrect.
Short aren't most smart. But, if you had some harpy feathers, would have been useful in that one.
Do you have harpy feathers?
No, but the harpies hang out with the griffin.
So what you're saying is we should have gone there first.
We solve a lot of your problems, but
Always something you should have done first.
Right.
Anyway, you guys got a map?
Yes.
The one from the farm.
I don't know, do we?
We lost
Elves
our tracker.
are assholes?
Yeah. Yes.
Huh. Is that like a colloquialism or something?
No.
Oh.
Fact.
True fact.
I'm not in the business of changing anybody's mind.
Alrighty. So if you go to Elves are Assholes and move 5 kilometers due north, you'll find Highwind Pass. And that's where your griffin is. It's pretty wet there. There's, there's a waterfall, but just don't get the preparation I made wet.
We put it in a bag of holding. Should provide a decent seal.
I like wet.
Hope so. I'm an herbalist. I don't have bags of holding. I don't have hardly bags of anything out here.
Know a friend. His name is Beggins.
That's nice.
Well, I believe that is all that we need.
Yes. To the dwarves, the griffin and the
Want
hobbits.
the long stabber or the multiple short ones, or hit them from far away?
Just do that.
On stabber.
Oh.
First, don't change your gun.
Sort around and mutter a couple of things, and then you would be given a alchemically silvered short sword for the purposes of damage reduction for werewolves or other creatures that have damage resistances. This silvered short sword will be able to overcome that.
I will provide the herbalist with another 2 gold pieces.
I was gonna do it.
I'm not
Give me your
stopping
money. Give me your money. Is that a song you know of? The Give Me Your Money song?
He shouts it incessantly around any large gathering of people. It's quite charming.
I think so.
All bad songs. I
It's
mean,
a power
so
ballad. What do you not understand? We've been over this.
the power part.
It helps when you can finish a sentence.
Yes.
Thank you for your time.
Don't die. Be ashamed.
That is the intent.
On your first mission.
Second mission.
Goodbye, adventures. Good luck finding your dad.
Have fun storming the castle.
Pretty much.
Already.
So far, I have 2 band names: Griffin and the Harpies and Elves are Assholes.
Already
May
then.
not get you far.
Who's going to be guiding the party?
Not this guy. We've lost our ranger.
Zero.
We have a map for survival.
Oh no, nature. Oh, survival. I've got some good bonus there.
Yeah.
Survival to determine how many encounters you
Oh.
potentially could run into.
I can be near the front, but I think I'm slow. Like I'm a little bird.
High
I'm
perception.
a 30. No, I'm good. Yeah.
Anyway.
I'll go first.
Alrighty, roll survival.
I think
I haven't rolled any of these yet.
The lizard is
Oh,
going
yeah,
to
do it.
You can certainly help watch his back.
We can go together.
True.
I have a +5. I was feeling pretty good about it. Great, do it.
24.
Right. Only one. So, switch to the map that says Wooded.
New map, you guys.
Hey, new map.
We have
Yeah,
3
for our
viewers, so
content.
I'll let
I'm gonna
everybody
slide
know.
underneath.
Yeah.
Second map, the one I posted on Twitter.
Yep.
They're
And Facebook.
numbered, and we happen to be going to number.
You are
Dun,
going
dun,
to
You want me to count these for you?
Number-
1, 2.
Don't do
3,
that.
4, 5.
Let them
I'm
find
just
them
for
myself.
him.
you're
They
going
see
to
the numbers
number
online.
3.
Okay,
No.
we see it.
You are here? Question mark.
So,
There's a question mark.
without your ranger leading the way, you quickly find that roads stop looking like roads, and eventually you're stuck on a deer trail.
Are you sure we're not lost?
I'm hungry.
So we've been following your stomach for an hour?
Maybe.
Your stomach would be leading you towards a clearing. Very recently, you all had encountered quite the fight in a clearing. However, there is a person sitting on a stump in the middle of this clearing.
There's a what?
Person.
Acquaintances.
Hello?
Is somebody there?
Acquaintances.
Yes.
Well, come closer, please.
What? Can I?
They're looking in our direction?
No, they're speaking, but looking due south.
17.
What are you doing?
Trying to deter the inside of like the intent between coming or behind coming closer.
Seems practical.
Okay. Okay.
As you desire.
Closer.
I'll move up to the edge of the clearing, but not into the clearing.
Are you alone?
Do
a look around.
Not at the moment. Well, you count as other folk, I suppose.
Yes.
Beyond us who have just arrived, is there anybody else that we should be aware of?
What do we see here on this stump? Person on the stump.
On the stump, you can see a larger male figure with deep, darkened skin. Are any of you trying to look at their face?
I'm looking around from my slightly elevated position up
So,
my.
The Kenku would clearly see that this individual has two milky white irises.
And not be able to explain it at all.
I'm up there. If he is facing us or turns in our direction, I'll see it.
He'd try to position to where he thinks people are.
Why are you here?
Seems as good a place as any.
Do you live here?
I ain't dead, so I guess that's living.
I
Is
like
there
him.
anything that you're in need of assistance with, sir?
No, it's usually me giving assistance.
What's your name?
That's a good way to get my assistance. My name is Ruckus.
It's an interesting name.
Greetings, Ruckus.
Greetings, and who might you be?
You haven't heard of Nasari slander? Of course.
Can't rightly say that I have.
Well, now you can tell all of your friends.
I'm afraid I don't have very many.
Aww.
It will be quick then.
Acquaintances?
Well, there is that light fellow. I talk to him pretty frequently, always asking advice.
Light.
Right.
I like light.
One of you is light too. Your footsteps don't feel as heavy.
You can sense somebody's movements.
And, like, hold his hand and try to pass it, but like bonk his nose. I can't see.
Sense.
I don't move very often, so I can kind of feel my way around things.
So how can you help us, Ruckus?
You think my physical form does not grant me access to useful things?
It was more of a, how can you help us?
What do you need?
alchemical silver?
Griffin P.
Harpy feather?
3 things you desire, I will consult. Kind of shuffle around and point and say, the thing you need most is that way. Turn neither to the right nor the left, but go straight ahead. I, Ruckus, have spoken.
Which way is he pointing?
He is pointing north and west.
Does it seem like he communed with someone for that, or is he
Roll a religion check.
he himself speaking, or someone speaking through him? Oh, that's gonna go well. Religion?
Yep.
9. And that's worth
This
3.
spot seems like it's different from the other places that you've encountered, and you know that in a similar clearing there was a totem that the Wendigo had placed. It may be in this wood that these clearings have some significance, and through either intuition or chance, this blind Ruckus has landed on a position of power.
Nice.
It may allow him limited. It may allow him limited divination.
I will spur my horse into, well, not spur, but like, because I don't need spurs, and also spurs are bad.
Nice.
Up to him, and I will retrieve a day's worth of rations from my bag and ask him to hold out his hand so I can hand them to him.
Hold it panhandle style.
Yeah. And I'll place the bundle on his hand.
Okay. He would take it and give it a sniff. You are very generous, though your footsteps are heavy. Be sure not to tread too heavily, for many weight, and some may break under the pressure.
I will do my best to let the
Very good rhyme.
horse not cause too much of a ruckus.
Your wit is acknowledged.
Before we go, have you been blind for long?
I've been blind as long as I can remember. I have no memories of forms that I can say I have seen.
Has anyone tried to heal you?
Many have tried, but they are trying to fix an ailment that is not as it seems. Though some would say my blindness is something that should be cured, there is quite another thing that I seek, and my blindness does not inhibit me.
Then I will not try.
It is my path to understand, but to guide others is an enjoyment of mine.
Well, look off in that direction he pointed then, and try to, get it in mind or whatever.
Okay, as you position yourself, you're still facing directly the way that you should. You can see that all the trees seemingly part, and you can see a pass.
That is the weirdest thing. Is that normal?
Or is he the only one that sees that?
Only if you're standing directly where Ruckus is pointing would you see that.
See where we need to go.
I've also got a
Start
winter
heading
blanket
that
I don't
way.
intend on using, and so I'm going to hand it to him to make a better seat.
You drape it over a bit of his shoulders and pull it up. This is very comfortable. I had not considered finding fabrics.
I'll start heading in that direction. Come, this way.
Alright, so following Ruckus's advice, you cannot become lost on the way, and you would not have any
Nice.
other random encounters. As you can clearly see your location, and the trees seemingly part out of your way along this very direct line.
Nice.
Does this normally happen?
Boss,
I've not had it happen.
did he not speak of light?
He did.
Is not your god one of light?
Yes. And I started to ask him, but we moved on.
We should stop by if we could find him again.
Would be good. We have a mission, though.
Yes.
Ready? Are you ready for yet another map? Woo! So,
That changed too.
those of you that have played this before, the other half of the map that has Old Aggie's house on it is Highwind Pass.
So we're looking for Aggie's house, which is that one.
Yes.
So this other half
Okay.
is.
Right back in order.
So for anyone following from Twitter, it is the third map
Or
posted,
Facebook.
or Facebook.
Third map, you
Or
are
YouTube.
map south,
If it's not.
and you can be anywhere on the south bank of the lake.
This is Old Aggie's house.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is where we are.
Yeah, so you
South end of the lake.
yes.
Stream.
Okay,
And
great.
the line down the middle is a actual divider between lake. Excuse me, what's on screen and what's off screen.
There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
May I
Yeah.
fold your beautifully done map in half?
Yeah.
Like a monster.
Highwind Pass and Old Aggie's house are not anywhere near each other, so it
Great.
wouldn't be efficient to transition from one scene to the other.
Reasonable.
That works.
And that's a bridge.
Waterfall.
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 And a
That's-
bridge down there.
So we're
We're down here.
Yeah, you're on the south bank of the lake.
Okay, so this is a lake.
Yes.
Got it.
As you look,
This a boat?
it is a boat.
Nice.
There's no one in the boat.
Is there?
We're
Is
gonna add
that?
waves.
Is that a tent over there
It is a tent.
and a campfire?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to head towards that direction.
I like your little sign, 3 miles back to camp.
How does the water look? Clear, muddy?
Yeah, as you look at the waterfall itself, where it pounds down is pristine. As it expands out, up to about where the boat sits on the water is razor clear. And then it starts to become green as you see vegetation on the bottom.
Is that a little, like, campsite that we see over there?
That's why I was heading
Okay.
towards it.
I'd like to start mimicking the waterfall. I can't do it in real life, but just under my breath, the noise of the waterfall.
This water
Then
is
I believe I
beautiful.
put all the relevant elevations, but the face of the cliff that the waterfall's pouring from is 100 feet.
Yes.
Does the water look clean?
The waterfall itself looks clean, and the water immediately around where it's churning looks clean. It does look like there's vegetation on the bottom of the lake that murks some of it.
Okay.
This is more like your home.
Not
like
quite. It's closer.
As you approach the campsite, I'm so glad that you investigated this. It pays off for you. Oh, how'd it go? How'd it go? Nobles, give me your money! No. Nobles, give me your money.
I know this tune.
Nobles, oh nobles, just give me your money.
Bleeding royalties.
What on earth?
Bleeding royalty. Who's there?
Acquaintances.
Ah! Hello. 5 acquaintances.
Yes.
And a horse.
And a
What's?
horse.
Are you a beggar?
Of course not. He's a
Ma'am.
god.
Well, he's asking nobles for money.
Bleeding royalties.
No, I like that one better. Bleeding royalties, give me your money! So, what you can see is a brightly colored individual with a poofy beret and the strictest of goatees and mustaches. And he is strumming away on a modest quality loot that has been embellished to the nth degree.
Okay.
And it would appear that you have stumbled across a bard.
He's like you. I understand now.
who would proudly introduce himself after you've asked if he's a beggar. Have you not heard of Manfred Wimblebottoms?
I have heard your name, actually. Somebody said that somewhere.
Nope.
Okay, then
My
no.
friend,
I've never heard your name.
the Goliath, told me stories of a bard he met named Manfred Wimblebottoms. Yes, yes. Is Bystry? You know Bystry?
Yes, the large fellow.
Yes, he's my friend.
The one that killed my former employers Vernon and Sabrina
Complete stranger. Don't know the man at all.
Ah! It's amazing how similar and then dissimilar those folks are. Well, travelers? Adventurers?
Maybe.
People that have maybe some money to
acquaintances.
toss at me?
Are
Depends
you
on your degree of usefulness.
I sing, I dance, I tell jokes, I have a lute.
We have.
That's my gig.
How much money would it take for you to come with us and stand in the middle of a oddly sticky area, not like sticks as in like tree branches, and play loudly and charismatically?
Well, for that gig, I imagine that the going rate's 50 gold?
Suppose that we, as he said, spread your name.
Have you heard of Nassari's slander?
Of course!
Good fellow, good fellow.
Every bard has to know about other bards that are in, like, the area. How else can you greet each other and then drop into, you know, an unannounced haiku battle?
Exactly. Jeez, I have
This
been
gig
trying to explain
sounds
to them for days.
Very dangerous. I need some more money. Compensation.
Vines are everywhere, covering all of the stones. I see some movement.
Out of character,
Darn
I
it.
hate
You
that
beat
the
me
one
on that
time we
one.
find another bard. That's not me!
Sorry.
Find a bard for Rachel. Got it.
Alright, I lost
almost
this
happened in one
challenge,
campaign.
so I'll take your fee.
I'll look out for one for you.
He'll take our fee.
Been this close, like 3 times.
We have to
Spreading his name.
Yeah, I understood that. I just didn't understand.
How much do we got between us?
I mean, I have a fair amount of money, but
A little bit.
I'll write his
I have
name
a fair amount
down
of money.
just because.
I have 5. So
Yes.
what is the agreement is that we will spread your name, and I will provide you with an amount of gold to participate.
Yeah, and I lost the haiku battle, so it's probably going to be less than my asking fee. But you know, against that wit, I guess it would be an honor to be bait in this
You'll be
circumstance.
mentioned in my stories quite prevalently of your heroic deeds of being bait.
I never said anything about
brave
bait.
Great. Now I want bait. Who has bait?
Well,
I have this
bait for fishing.
I never said anything about bait.
Actually,
I simply want him to
what lives in
perform in the
the
middle of a predefined area.
Not a lot.
So nothing dangerous.
See, they coincide. When there's not so much in it, the danger's fairly high. I mean, I wish I could have
That is-
that. I wish I
that
could
is
have
true.
that boat, but I saw what happened to the last guy. So
What
The last
happened?
guy.
he got pulled under. Hasn't come back in 3 days.
Did you see
Maybe he likes.
what it was? Teeth, tentacles.
Roll insight.
8.
Of course I saw what it was. It was thrashing about and pulled it down with great strength and very quickly.
That doesn't tell us what it was.
15.
As I said, I saw what I saw.
So we
Is
should
that-
not
Deception
go
was
for
higher than
the boat.
those.
How good are you with that bow.
Guess I'm not familiar with lake creatures.
Oh, me? I'm great with it. Sorry.
I've got 100 feet of rope here. Do you suppose you could...
She can breathe.
Do we want to enter the water with whatever it is that presumably ate
I could attempt to speak
this
to it.
gentleman's previous companion?
She could
quick.
attempt to speak with it.
I will not be held responsible for what happens to you in a place that I cannot see.
I can follow her for a little while.
How about we do...
I want to go over to the lake, and I want to
Camera.
see if there are any signs of any snakes along this lake.
Okay, roll
Couldn't respond to that.
nature.
Okay.
And I just go
Yeah,
back
Nature is
Yes.
going to
to
be.
Lowen Bowman.
Sorry. Wow. 23.
You
I would
can
agree
see
with the noise of the bow.
closer to the waterfall, so heading north along the bank,
Yeah.
that there is a coiled water viper.
Oh, I'm going to go ahead and cast Animal Friendship because I can only affect snakes.
Okay.
It says, unless you convince the beast that you mean it no harm, you must be able to see here. If the beast's intelligence or far higher, the spell fails. Otherwise, the beast must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the spell's duration.
Can you speak to it?
One.
I cannot speak to it necessarily, but it just allows me to have it be a friend.
I
I
suppose.
think that you can...
Hi?
I think you can also cast Speak with Animals.
The dice
Yeah,
are in your favor.
I was looking for rollers because my race is in.
Oh, do you want to roll those?
Well,
That's okay. That's alright.
Underneath all those
Regardless,
dice.
your,
Roll them off.
your Yonti ability goes through, and with the dice being in your favor, this particular water viper is awakened.
Oh,
So that,
sweet. It can speak.
so that it could meaningfully communicate with your cool niche race ability.
Yeah. Okay.
We acknowledge the 2 foot.
Speak of the creature living in the lake.
To you it is inferior, but to me it is impressive.
So I'm standing there talking in parcel tongue to this thing. I will translate what.
I'm not over there by
I'll have it like kind of come up on me, and I'll walk back over to the party and like.
To
Is that what you saw to Manfred?
no, it was different than that.
This is just an informant of mine, a friend from the lake.
Acquaintance.
You can speak to creatures too?
Useful.
Fascinating.
Just snakes. Sadly.
While they're doing that, I'm
Do they
going to
believe I am a god?
Yes.
Peasants.
while
They
they're
were
having their
terrified of you.
conversation, I'm going to take the rope out and tie it to the end of the bow so that she can try and...
An arrow.
Or yeah, the arrow. An arrow. No, that's my job.
How are you sleeping, Belly Boy?
Just put your wings out. You might catch some lift.
Just hang on the other end of the bow.
Can Kulong to fly? I wouldn't mind. Okay.
So I will ask it to describe the beast to the best of its ability to me. So
It looks like some of these peasants. It has seaweed-like hair, and it has 2 other sisters in the area.
What does it say?
sounds like a coven of sea hags.
Would I know what that is?
You would know of sea hags. They're
Okay.
a menace to Tritons, along with Sarhagan and Kuatua.
Fabulous. That is bad news.
Believe we will have to deal with them.
Can I shoot the boat?
Yep.
Do I just roll a normal longbow?
Yeah, make a ranged attack to hit the boat.
18.
The arrow would flunk right onto the boat. You'd be able to start pulling it over.
I will take the rope and slowly, like,
I'm gonna try to help, but like kind of be off the ground a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do that.
So you drag the Kinku back.
Yeah.
And then she went for drag the Kinku back. She went for drag.
Let's go, and then runs around.
Yeah.
Wraps on.
But I put that behind you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
As the boat touches the shore of the lake,
Well, this is while that conversation is happening. I'm just like,
Yeah.
we're doing both of these things.
Like in the background, there's like
Yeah.
a
So-
montage of us bowling.
as it's pulling over, and as you're conversing between the awakened snake, as soon as it relays to you that it sounds like a sea hag, you announce that, the brink of the lake would have a slow rolling fog. And on the boat that you've pulled over, you can see an elegantly dressed, veiled woman standing at the prow.
When did she get there? Now?
Just now.
Yes, now.
I'm going to try and pull the arrow free.
Go ahead, come free.
And untie it and hand it.
Thought maybe the bag would be like into the water.
Look at her.
Who are you? Instead of like the slow motion.
You're familiar with my sister, Agatha, yes?
Oh, yes.
She is
Oh.
quite nice, yes.
Acquaintances.
I am her sister, Agnes.
Agnes.
You have come to my brewing ground. For why?
We need to get to the nest.
This is true. Why did you touch the boat?
The flamboyant one said that he wanted it, so we retrieved it.
Singing man, you want the boat? Yes? Why did you not say this thing in your song and dancing? Didn't have a song ready?
Truly, you are a disappointment.
My parents said it much.
I want the boat over there.
Yes, this singing man understands. You two should fight for it.
I've already beat him in a haiku battle.
I missed. So you want the boat and you want to go to the nest, yes?
Yes.
That is our desire.
For why do you want to go to the nest when you can just get Bordy Cat down?
What?
Are you ready for such thing?
Sure.
Hi, Griffin! Get down here!
It wasn't one of my words. I'm sorry. I would use a word that I actually know.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
If you have time,
Yes.
There you go.
So,
we got short-term memory loss where it
I
just
know.
resets.
from above, there's a new sound that Thwomp can add to your repertoire.
Yay.
Griffin noise.
Griffin.
That would
noise.
be the very agitated screech of a bull griffin.
Good. Agitated
And-
screech.
As its wings unfurl, it would launch out of Highwind past you a large circle, and Agnes would say, "Have fun, I go in water now." Roll initiative.
Okay, so she's fine with us murdering it. That was my concern, is that she was gonna be mad.
She's gonna harvest the parts that you don't take. This is awesome for her.
Yeah, there's that.
Go ahead and kill the flying cat board. Is good. Countess, what is your initiative?
14.
1, 4. Nasari, what is your initiative?
19.
Good on you. Os, what is your initiative?
19. Nice. Good job.
Damien, what is your initiative?
15.
Alrighty. And Thwomp, what is your initiative?
5 and a dice in jail.
Doing a 5er.
It's 7:15.
With my plus 4 initiative.
I was gonna say, initiative, we can go for a break, then come back and keep it going.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Okay, bye.
Give me 6.
need your help! Here, take this. Let's go!
Do you need a little escape from the norm? It's time to join Gear Gaming for Dungeons, Dragons, and Drinks. Our pro DMs will make you feel like an old friend at the table, whether you are a veteran player or just starting your first quest. Bring your own supplies or use ours. Find something you like and you can purchase it for next time. One low price of $10 will cover your game session and a beer for the adventure. Gear Gaming 365 is coming to a bar near you. Visit GearGaming365.com to reserve your tickets today.
Welcome back.
Hey.
It's Fight Night Fever, and the first two contestants are Nasari and Oss acting on the same initiative.
I am going to be like, oh shit, here it comes! And make a wisdom saving throw, viciously mock it.
Alrighty.
Yeah, where's it at? How far away is it?
Yeah,
So-
that's a good question. I'm sorry, I should have asked this.
It's going to be an elevation of 30 feet.
Okay.
And it's currently going to be above where the boat is drawn on the map.
Okay.
We should probably put ourselves on the map.
Wait, where it was originally, or where I moved it to?
Where it was originally,
Okay.
because I don't have the capacity to redraw the boat right at this very moment.
Okay.
Do you want me? I can.
The boat has been redrawn.
So what was the wisdom saving throw?
They drew
I
it
did
over
move
at
the boat.
bank.
Yes.
Okay, have it be at the bank, then it's diving down towards you, but it's at an elevation of 30 feet currently. Wisdom saving throw for the griffin.
Yeah.
Oh, you on your
It's
mount?
going
Oh,
to
I thought you were sloppily drawing a griffin.
be 14.
Way over top.
That's gonna fail.
Ouch.
How big is a griffin?
A
2 or 3
griffin
boxes.
is a large
You're
creature.
still on your diving.
He's like diving towards, but
The griffin will take
Sit on the
2
bank.
points of psychic damage because I didn't really insult it very well.
Ouch.
And then,
sorry.
go ahead, I'll ask all your questions.
Okay, large and 30 feet above the shoreline or above the middle of the lake.
Above where the boat is on the bank.
Great.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. I was just
Sorry.
clarifying as Bill confused me.
Yeah, I was confused. I thought it was still out above the lake coming at us.
It's diving down. When it gets to its initiative count, it'll be able to move its movement and then make its attack. Unless it's dead. Because then it won't be able to do that.
Can you do the thing that you did with the Schultz and like get it to attack something? I'm bardically inspired.
Sweet. I will, I guess, sort of point over towards Damien, right behind him. I don't know if I have to point. It's just verbal. And use the thaumaturgy cantrip and mimic its screech that it had when it came out of its nest cave, whatever.
Make it sound like it's coming from
It
Damien.
is-
Put that same screeching
I'm gonna say
noise
that
right behind me.
since its intelligence is 2, it's going to make an intelligence check.
All right.
That was a natural 20 for me to understand what's going on and not immediately panic.
If it doesn't clear your intelligence score, then your ploy will work.
It has a chance.
Oh, it has a really good chance. 3.
Oh, all right. Nope, I have a 10.
So, yeah, it's like thinks that there's a rival griffin in the woods immediately behind the person most prepared to beat the crap out
And
of this thing.
then, so it was a action cantrip. So as a bonus action spell, then, right in that same spot, I will summon my spiritual weapon.
I love it. Just deviating. All right. Ooh, at 15, that is Damien Ashbright.
I, as a bonus action, am going to cast Magic Weapon on the halberd.
Okay.
I'm going to tell my horse to stay where it is, and I will hold an attack to hit the griffin when it comes within my 15-foot range, because I can get.
Yep.
I'm 5 feet above the ground on the horse, and then I've got the 10-foot range of the pike or the halberd. So
Yeah,
Like-
that's gonna close within melee with you, so you're good. On 14, I defer to the player, and then I will go. So Countess, you are up.
Oh, goody. I'm going to hurl a bolt of lightning.
Right into its diving
south.
mouth.
Dexterity saving throw.
Ouch. Better at
I don't
this.
like it coming down at us.
18.
Okay, that's half.
It's banked really friggin' hardcore.
Dodge and weave.
want your
It barrel roll.
And
Still coming.
lightning's gonna erupt for me, but I'm choosing that it doesn't hit anybody.
Okay.
Shocking.
How much damage does it take?
18.
That's lightning. I'm gonna empower some of these.
Okay.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Because I don't like those ones. Whoa, that's way better. That's 22, 27, 30. 38 lightning damage.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I turned 3 1s into 2 6s and a 5.
You can see the Griffin's medical history. You can see that it has a large, ball-shaped part of its body that looks a lot like a bladder.
Alright.
We just electrified the Griffin Pea.
Now deal more damage to.
That's excited Griffin here.
Excited.
I'm good.
It is going to use some of its fly speed to close with Damien.
Yeehaw!
You get to attack and then it will attempt to attack.
Have fun. This is a +8, 18.
That'll hit.
I don't want to be hit in return, so I will try to do some smiting as well. So I'm going to use a first level, and I've got great weapon fighting, so yeah.
Any ones or twos?
Yeah. No, 1s or 2s, there's a 3, but that's 18, 21 points of magical slashing and radiant damage.
Okay. So, it dove down after being called by Agnes and after getting insulted and then hit by lightning to bring you're into an excited state. You whack it, and it would flip over and smash into the ground.
I'm gonna jump off of the horse and avoiding the lower pelvis region.
Okay. Come on, make a perception check.
I would love to, with maybe this die. Great. That's a 14.
You can see smaller wings at the pass and several heads looking over the lip.
It was a daddy griffin.
Or mommy.
Acquaintances.
The harpies that were talked about earlier.
Acquaintances.
They are going to observe for now.
What?
Can we see what it is? What's up there?
Up on the cliff.
She said something?
While
Okay,
they're
make
looking,
a perception check.
I want to take my blade and
It's probably just a little lower than that.
it into its like abdomen and then just draw up until I hit ribs.
Okay, do a medicine check to remove the bladder.
I'm not trying to do that yet. I'm just trying to cut the abdomen open so that we can get to it because I'm not exactly precise.
Fair enough.
So I'm just trying to get like the gut open so that we can, pull
Yeah.
stuff out of the way and see what.
No check involved in that part.
14.
Okay. Given that they were described earlier, you can see that there are 4 harpies that are observing these proceedings. They appear indecisive about how they want to approach this.
Can you hit them from here?
How far away are they?
They
Or off the 100-foot cliff?
Oh, probably.
I'd
What's
say
my longbow range?
they're equally
150?
spaced at 105 feet from you.
Sure.
Just in case, keep them covered.
Just gonna continually hold an action to.
Acquaintances? Yeah, I'm gonna hold an action to shoot an arrow.
It takes time, but I'll say to the party, I guess, I can probably get that ladder out. Well, I have that lizard
Yeah.
man thing, the cunning artisan.
Yeah.
that specifically can harvest parts.
Okay.
I find all of this disturbing. I want to go get wet. Like, we're next to a body of water and they're cutting a creature open.
Watch the hags, dear.
For now, it's not in combat.
Okay.
Kind of in showdown mode. The harpies are watching to see how much they can take between seeing their sire get cut up. They also just watched their sire get cut up.
Right.
So like, do we think we can take him? That one looks dangerous.
Which one?
Here.
Do we know how to count more than one? Alright, so you're hopping in the water?
I'm just going like 5-10 feet in.
Like right by the boat.
Where the boat was.
Yeah, Agnes would be sitting down, sipping some lake tea underwater, not dropping her visage yet. Why are you down here?
What?
Why are you down here?
It's been so long since I swam.
Every day wake up, exfoliate the pores in the water.
Yes, I miss that feeling.
There was a person from the town tried to fish in my waters. Did not go well for him. He died.
I intend to do no fishing. I just want to swim.
There are no fishes to do the fishing.
Regardless.
Well, swim about, but don't touch my spices. They are very expensive and hard to cultivate with the fishing people.
I have no intent to rob you. I'm not an idiot. I've heard of these creatures.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to take the butt end of the glaive, drag a bunch of the innards, like intestines and stuff, out. I'm gonna roll them out, and then I want to cut them free, and then take them and then drag them away and like throw them in a pile, like far away from him, and then walk away from them to see if the harpies will be satisfied with that.
They're still watching. Are you going to take the gland out?
Yeah, the bladder?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know if I need to do any sort of a check for that, or it just says during a short rest I can harvest parts.
So we could hold this spot for an hour while you harvest parts from the griffin, which is fine.
Or we could ask the hag to help. Give us the thing that we want, and then you can have the rest.
She'd definitely be more skilled at it. I harvested to make things out of.
She'd pop her head out to like nose level and then mouth level. No, you need something.
Am I doing this right? We want the bladder.
Oh, honey. You need only ask. She'd come out, pull out a knife of questionable intent, and go in.
One of those.
Fine craftsmanship with the cutting. You hit some arteries. You are too much of the killing and not enough of the craftsman. Okay, one skatuska. Who wants? It will drip.
Bag of holding.
Yeah, he's got the bag.
Open the bag.
Here you go. Rest is mine, no contest.
No contest.
No, that's all we need.
Why did the Gorals not come down?
I believe they were a bit frightened with the efficiency of our dispatch.
Can I?
You work for me now. Come down and help.
Can I?
Nice.
Put my. I just want to try to take a griffin feather, like
Yeah.
a souvenir.
You can take one.
Great.
They're probably all over the
She
ground.
said no contest, so I was scared, but I want. Yeah.
She wouldn't
Like
mind
one of your
bird mind a griffin finger, but like if you were going for heartstrings or
I
something
can't
like
help but
that.
pocket loose coins and other trinkets.
I like
Sounds
trinkets
good.
too, just not live ones. I actually rolled for some. They just haven't come into play.
Okay. So that wasn't entirely a subtle fight. So you would hear the sounds of about 5 people approaching.
That's true.
Can I make the griffin noise?
Lightning
The
bolt and
agitated
griffin
screech.
noises.
Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna do that noise.
Okay. As you do that noise, you can see Jean Lee appraise your sound and say, rather convincing. I knew that you were very resourceful.
Acquaintances?
Acquaintances. You can see that
Bleeding royalties.
you can see that it's Jean-Lee, 3 dwarves, and then an elf that looks suspiciously similar to Jean-Lee currently. You can tell the difference, but he's progressively looked more and more like him.
Wait, dwarves had things we needed.
Redeemer, it looks like the silver has been delivered.
Yes, we have brought some silver.
That will be useful.
Enough to perhaps coat his large blade?
I don't know that we have access to a forge in time to break it down in such a manner.
Believes that we must take what they offer.
Now, what was it the herbalist had asked us to mix? It was the bee, the blood I have, and
Cave Fisher blood. And that was it.
Well, it's 3 things. I was
said
thinking
3
silver
things. Was it the silver?
Dip the
So-
silver in it.
What she had instructed you was that with cave fisher blood and fresh griffin urine, you can make a salve that you can apply to a weapon,
Right.
and it will be useful against a Wendigo. She didn't indicate that the salve would be more effective on any particular kind of weapon.
Okay. I thought she had said 3 items, so that's why I was...
Yeah.
What did it?
Well,
What
you have 3
sort of
bottles, I think.
silver did you bring?
The dwarves would each present 1 weapon. One would have a hand axe, one would have a battle axe, and one would have a warhammer.
I can make use of either of the axes.
Hand
I
axe
know I
would
can do
be.
a hand axe. I have a silver weapon already,
Hey,
so.
we'll use magic.
Do you want the? They said war. The
Warhammer.
I believe the hand axe is a simple weapon.
Yes. Hand
And
axe
then
is
the battle axe and warhammer.
Yeah,
so they tried to
I
provide
can't
one
use-
simple weapon and then 2 martial weapons.
Yeah, I can use the simple.
But I mean, I have
I could do either, but I'm armor to the hilt right now, so
Hand axe would be better for if you use
Yeah.
Lots of hilts.
I think it still uses strength unless it says it's finesse.
Bro, you
Yeah,
can choose.
I was reading
Okay.
something earlier. It was weird.
Yeah.
Anywho, is there anything that you want in return?
Personally, we just want this war to be simple. Having to watch your back for more than an Ariana in advance is not what I signed up for. Besides, this is too fast of a war. With Arianans, you wait a couple seasons, then you skirmish, maybe 1 or 2 people get exchanged. It's a simple, clean war. Against these things, the flow is too bloody for our tastes.
I would like to make use of the great axe, if that's at all possible.
They don't have a great axe.
I thought you said they.
No,
No, battle axe.
Battle axe,
Warhammer.
Warhammer. Pardon me.
Yeah.
Battle axe.
Okay. He would offer the battle axe.
I will offer in exchange my longsword.
Solid. Good trade. If you want it back, come back alive.
I was just showing you.
Dealing.
Here. You have 3 in exchange. And your commander is what you
I have
brought.
a mace. I have a mace to exchange for a hand axe. If no one else wants it. Is that fair
With my
trade?
magic.
We're offering them. If you're offering, deposit or insurance, then they'll gladly
That works.
trade.
Yes, sounds good.
This mace is well made. Could break some bones with it.
I know you said this 3
I
times.
have.
What was the final option?
Warhammer.
Nothing
Strength
dexterity based.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't. A warhammer would be more damage than good to me right now, so.
You have the silver short sword
I
here,
do,
which
yeah,
is
good.
dexterity. So.
She's got magic at the
Yep, sure do.
Yeah, magic too, and
I was just gonna. This is a good exchange. Silver hand axe.
Yep, all good.
Got a javelin of lightning strapped to my back. I've got.
Yeah.
I'm fucking Zeus. It's just.
Talk about Zeus, it ends badly.
It really does.
yeah, sorry, it'll
So-
probably fade away now.
Jean Lee would make brief introductions and say that this is Jorgen and the most motivated of his troops to assist in this endeavor.
Can this be considered a short rest?
It could if you need to use a short rest to recover thingies.
I did literally.
I used 2
How
inspirations.
will they help us?
Jorgen would speak. Your emissary has indicated that there are totems about.
Yes.
We've previously avoided them as I have heard stories of creatures that mark their territory with totems that respect the land. But this creature is too aggressive and at wars with other very powerful creatures. So, as your emissary has indicated, we offer our services to move efficiently through the land in conjunction with your Arianan hunters. We will break as many of the totems as we can.
Good.
Thank you.
That will.
It did take a charging short to break one. As far as we could tell, you might need to treat it as though it were a tree and fell it, as opposed to attempting to push it over.
Dwarves know their business when it comes to wrecking.
Are you making an assumption about them?
No.
We will take all considerations. We haven't yet attempted to disturb one of these, but
Whatever lies within the mouth, do not touch it.
we've heard
First, it is.
we've heard such things, and we have no holy men about. But we'll take the precautions that we can.
Thank you for the help.
Speaking of which, I will hold out the bloody rag and hair. Can you break the curse?
Has it cursed you?
No, but it is currently cursing someone.
I can do that. Is it worth removing that curse right now? I can do it.
We don't know what function it will yet serve.
Can I check and see if I can tell if it is still cursed, or if maybe the totem
Detect magic
breaking?
would probably do it.
You
Did it?
could do Arcana,
That's what I was thinking.
you could do Religion, and you could try to
See,
interact
so-
with someone who might be knowledgeable about the matter that's within shouting distance.
There's a
Which currently
there is.
Yeah.
She's still looking at us. Oh, she's over there
With her harpies.
playing with our
did
body.
they come down and
They have begrudgingly circled on the far side and have come down. They don't have any ranged weapons, and then would like hop walk over to the griffin and start taking orders from Agnes as she barks out things at them.
pardon us,
Oh.
Agnes?
What do you need? She now looks less aristocratic as she has like blood and gore. Still, she is not using her deathly visage, which would cause the Constitution saves.
I believe that that our friend here has a question for you.
Oh,
A learned individual.
I guess. Can you tell if this is still cursed?
Of course.
We were told it was.
Of course.
Did you see the sparky bangy when good people touched it?
Yes.
Very cursed.
Is there a way for us to remove the curse affecting it at less expense than we are knowledgeable of?
You could use the magic to break it, but why you do such thing is beyond me. Just burn it.
Done.
What? Can you tell what it is currently doing?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell us?
Yes.
Will you please tell us what it is currently doing?
Now that you have asked 3 times, I will be more specific. It marks out the territory for the horned one, and it has to be taken from a kill in the area. Judging by the blood and the hairy bits, I believe this was an Arianan soldier, a human, and he did not die well.
Lovely.
The Tropian regulars or whoever they are, I'm gonna pass that information along. Like, hey, burn the stuff so the curses go away.
Aye.
Burn the totems. The bard, Fuzzy Bottoms or whatever his name was.
Wimble bottoms, please.
He had a campfire, right?
He does.
Toss it in there.
It would turn bright green, and then the fire would go out. I like watching that. It is very fun. Why did you use that fire? You could have just produced, magic-y fire, too.
Is anybody here capable of that?
Pull out a flintstone. Tinder.
I don't like
At
fire.
times.
No one among you knows the very simple spell of burning things.
Why would I?
You are the most peculiar group of adventurers I have met. Are you new at this?
Not particularly. I tend to rely on the more academically inclined to resolve that.
I use godly fire.
Yeah, that kind of burns in a different way.
Yes.
Anyway,
One might say my songs are on fire.
Oh, they burn.
That's what happened to my notes.
that is the kind of fire I go away from.
Curse you off.
When the uninformed start grabbing pros, they also grab other people to throw on the pyres, and do not like very much.
Is there? We are aware of your sister. Is your remaining sibling? Is there anything that we should know to avoid their ire?
I have not seen my third sister in quite some time. She is very big. She is much physically stronger than Agatha and myself. She does not have so good clothing. She's very tall, too. Her name Annie. Annie, Agatha, Agnes.
Where does Annie live?
Yeah, she never could settle down. She's very mobile. But you know her because strong scent of peppermint.
Right.
What is peppermint?
Good old Peppermint Annie.
It's horrible.
That's amazing.
Is there anything that we can do if she decides that she does not enjoy our presence? Is there anything that we can do to appease or avoid her?
She likes jokes, and she likes meat.
Me too.
All right.
I'm hungry.
Why did a griffin cross the lake?
To die, I have heard
Get his
this one.
bladder cut out.
Get struck down by lightning.
And magical blades.
Okay, you know where to go, yes?
To the Wendigo.
North.
Then to the Wildwood.
Yeah.
Yes.
You do have a bloody circle that indicates the...
Maybe area.
Yeah. So who wants to take point?
Nope.
I can with the
The brave adventurers head into
It's
the
so weird
woods.
having the cleric and the
Past the waterfalls.
Whoever is going to take point, go ahead and roll survival.
The bloody circle on the map.
21.
Along the way, they fought
Alrighty.
within just
Yes.
for its peak.
Go ahead and reveal the final map of the night. It is labeled
Secret map.
Wendigo Lair. It's on the back side of Wood Encounters.
Backside of wood encounters. This one is wood encounters.
I need to travel.
Wendigo Lair.
Yes, we can show the fourth map now. Here you go, guys.
That is a big map, and I don't like it.
Interesting.
Nobody wins.
There's so many things on this map.
Indigo lair that
Okay.
we don't see.
When?
So I haven't
Right now?
done this before for efficiency's sake, but the Wendigo lives in the heart of the wildwood. The white squares are each trees.
Okay.
Okay.
Assume that the ones that are in the 5-foot squares are like aspens that don't have any perch that you could climb to on them.
Okay.
Anything that's bigger than a 5-foot square has an elevation. The ones that are large are going to be uniformly 50 feet tall.
Okay.
The giant white block
Has labels.
has labels, and then the one that's even bigger than that is not something that I can easily describe until you encounter it.
Okay.
It is
It's
a
a
tree,
Wendigo.
though.
It's the allfather tree.
So not that one. That
Y
one.
DRSIGIL or something.
Yeah.
So tree of life or life tree or whatever the hell.
Okay, deep
Well, my lord.
into the heart of the wildwood,
Ooh, we get our sound.
you have traversed.
This is nice.
So far, you have not encountered any totems. As I understand it, you had left totem hunting to the Arianan werewolves, and then the group of Only, Jorgen, and his 3 dwarves.
Yes. We told them to burn the contents of the mouth and bring down the totem itself.
Yes.
Bring down the totems!
You have arrived by a hair and a prayer
Yeah.
No, we burned the hair.
to the edge
Twice.
of the Wendigo's lair.
Okay. Where that dotted line is?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, nice clue for those at home.
Thanks.
There's more than one dotted line. So
Yeah.
we'll be able to figure it out.
The one near the camp?
Possibly. Near the large square.
The camp is the direction towards Camp Muckford.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
there's
I'm
an arrow on the map.
Southeast, eh?
trying to
Yeah, southeast.
assist those folks at home.
Trying to win our
Give them
contest.
a
Here we
big
go.
W.
Okay. Directly in front of you, you can see the flayed bodies
Oh,
of 3 humanoids.
Ooh.
great.
Their bones have been pulled apart from the spine to create what looks like a decorative totem.
Blood eagles.
Very much so. And instead of the heads, you can see that there are elk skulls that have been driven onto a spike. It
Through
would
the body.
appear that you have found the lair of the Wendigo, given the description that you've been told. For those of you that don't know what the Wendigo looks like, it appears to be a tall, thin humanoid with one key difference. Their head is replaced with the whitewashed skull of an elk, and they have large antlers.
Well, it's
I got
terrifying.
both my daggers out.
What is that?
Now,
It seems to be the edge of its territory.
what
Artwork.
What?
Acquaintances?
you can see out in front of you
Yes, it does have
that the wood
aesthetic.
is open enough that you can move around in it, but this is a dense, thick, wild wood.
So, we could do the thing that we've done twice.
What?
I start to make the griffin noise.
No. we could teach Thwomp the chort noise. Or to draw it out.
How would you recreate?
The thaumaturgy.
I did it once. No, I didn't. Actually, that was a werewolf howl that I did that time. But we did hear the short
You could try to do it with thaumaturgy.
do some sort of noises that day, so I might be able to remember it.
Unless there are
Thaumaturgy it.
any objections, I believe it would be wise to cut these down.
No objections.
Don't know what purpose they might serve, but it can't be pleasant.
Maybe
what
it's
down?
just a warning. We do this back home.
Lovely.
Keeps people away.
Understandable. Yeah, they're propped up on like pikes and like being like kind of
Yeah,
scarecrowed, right?
Yeah, they're very much like what a window might use as a scarecrow.
Yeah, I will cut these bodies down and
I'll give them all.
remove the elk head pike
Okay.
from each of them.
One moment as I have an audio assist.
Ah,
Oh dear.
What did you do?
Roll initiative.
So you'd hear a scream as they are now aware that their territory has been encroached on. Roll
Oh,
initiative.
shit. See?
he said no objections. Well, I didn't know.
No.
I am on
Traps.
fucking edge right now.
Alright.
I am not a smart man.
I'm not a learning man.
As the first one cracks, silence in the wood. The second one cracks, still quiet. The third one cracks, and you hear just rage and guttural screaming coming from the woods.
Like one direction or multiple things?
All over.
Oh boy.
Sweet.
Are we ready?
You want to put us on the map?
Yeah, where are we?
Do it.
We're right here at the
Okay.
edge of it, so I'm going to keep Damien on his horse,
Yep.
and then
I would have to
He's
come
a-
down,
yeah, he's
but I
not
would
gonna do
have
his
jumped
thing.
back up if I have the time to do that.
ask the DM.
Well,
Whether
that's
you're on mounts or
he's
not.
fiddling.
Okay.
So I'm
Twunk.
T.
Yeah,
Okay.
Twunk.
I
Okay.
just have my little sword.
Would I have had time to jump back up into the saddle before?
Yes.
Okay.
Put yourself there. And an O for Os, wherever. Os, anywhere special? Os, anywhere special?
Oh,
You can put yourself on there too.
I'm working on it. I'm putting myself right there.
Between Tasty Horse and
would like to say that this isn't a song that I've used before for any of the ones that I've done.
So, those folks watching on Facebook, unfortunately, some of the sound is going to get muted.
some of the sound.
Yeah, because Facebook uses an algorithm to detect music that is potentially copyrighted, and so during the time frame that a song is playing that has a copyright, Facebook mutes it.
Even if it's not a copyright, it's dumb.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Huh.
So,
You can.
go to the YouTube channel and watch.
Yeah.
Why don't you have YouTube open on one page and Facebook on the other so you
Yeah.
can follow along with the map?
Yes. Thank you.
It's almost spotting.
Right, half of it.
Alright.
It's almost spotting.
That is
Initiatives,
a word
please.
that makes sense.
22.
Nice.
I heard that screech. Are you insane?
Sorry.
12.
I was busy chopping.
Great.
Boss.
10.
Holy crap.
Damien.
No, modified 20.
Yes.
8.
That's 20.
Alrighty. You can hear hostility in the woods, but you don't see any enemies. You're moving in initiative order.
Cool.
Countess, what do you want to do? It is your initiative now.
I am going to move. Whoa. Okay. So these are tiny trees,
Not tiny, but medium sized.
but I mean,
They don't have branches.
they don't have branches low that are like in the way, so I can see-ish. I want to go about 15 feet forward into the trees.
Okay.
I'm going to ready Thunderstep
Okay.
if I get hostiles, and I'm gonna call out to the group. Don't get within about 15 feet of me.
Make a free perception
Keep
check.
your distance. Actually, 15. Yeah, I'm away from everybody right now.
Okay. North
Into
of
the
your
woods.
position, you can see brushes move.
Okay. I'm just gonna hold the spell
Okay.
till something well. You said 15 feet.
No.
No,
Just
just north of your
Just
position.
north of me,
You can see
okay.
brush moving.
It's fine. I'm gonna stay where I'm at and hold my spell.
Charisma save.
Oh boy. That's bad. 12. That is bad.
All around you, you can hear the fluttering sound of wings.
Okay.
It doesn't have an effect on you. You rolled high enough to not be intimidated.
Okay.
You don't know where the source of the noise came from, but as you stood there with all the hostility around, just hear the almost oppressive flapping of wings and then realize that nothing's immediately coming at you.
Okay.
That's what I was looking for.
Damien, it is your turn.
I am going to press the. Can my mount squeeze between these two trees?
How big's your mount?
It's a large. I know they're squeezing rules.
Yeah, I can
Or
move.
would you want me to go around the back end and then do that?
No, you can move however you want.
Okay. So
You're like a
5,
long swing
10,
horse.
20, 30. I want to end up like on the north side of this tree, staying out of your perimeter.
Okay,
So like here-ish.
Yeah.
roll a free perception.
I've got the silver battle axe. One hand on the reins, one hand on the battle axe.
Okay.
10. I see what's in front of me.
Trees.
Uh-huh.
Trees might even be moving. Who knows?
You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna take a swipe at the bushes near the horse.
Alright.
I have 2 attacks. I'm gonna get one on one side and one on the other.
Okay, highs or lows?
There, it's down low, so lows this time.
The dice are in your favor.
Nice.
You would clobber a wolf on the face.
Neat. Well, it's a disadvantaged attack because I didn't see it, and unless I. Well, if I first swing has a disadvantage, and then if I see it, then I would get a
Yeah,
regular.
so you'd
If I decide to attack.
you'd reveal it with your first swing and then be able to hit it with your
Okay.
second one.
Natural 1 on the first swing.
Whoa! So a branch just falls over and there's a wolf face right there.
That is a 14 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. So I got. Use that side. That is. 10 silver slashing damage.
Okay. As you slash it, you can see it recoil, and it acts more violently reactive to your attack.
Lovely. There's something here.
How much damage was that?
10.
Okay. So next to you, mark 1.
On the left or right of me?
Right.
There. Oh, you're way up.
Can we use cardinal directions? North
To the
of
north.
him? Okay.
I would like to call out for the Wolf's Bane. I don't know who has the bag of holding.
I always assumed it was you.
Oh, well, I've got it. Then if I can
I don't have it.
let go of the reins,
Yeah.
I'll let go of the reins with one hand and reach
Sam, you're party leader. You've been elected party leader this entire time and you haven't realized it.
Of course.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I'll interaction to pull out the Wolfsbane.
Okay.
And then can I use a bonus action to get the sensor
You're so needy.
from my priest pack?
Sure.
Okay, because I'm not going to do it this turn because I'll use my action and my bonus action, but
So you
I've got
hit, and then seeing it like bumble your stuff out.
yeah, I'm like, oh fuck, because seeing how it reacted, I'm like,
Might not be just a normal, inconspicuous wolf.
Awesome.
nothing is as it seems.
It's the wildwood.
Yeah. That should do it.
Wisdom saving throw.
Neat. I have a +7 on that. It's not too bad. 22.
Okay. You hear the sound of someone being pulled apart piece by piece.
Oh.
You are aware that this is a effect, not an actual thing, and are able to ignore the fairly realistic sound of like twisting bones and stuff like that.
Lovely.
That's horrible.
Graphic. Sounds like Sunday for us.
Sorry, you're up. Your friends have gone into the woods and already found fun and excitement.
I'm gonna nope the fuck out. I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna scurry northwest. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Take up position behind this tree with my back to the tree. Look towards the paladin on the horse, Damien. The paladin took his stand in the wildwood versus the Wendigo.
Got a free perception check.
I am just too fucking scared. That's a natural 1. I've got my back up against this tree, and I'm invisible.
Fumbling the cord.
Exactly.
Pretty sure you
Oh
just
gosh,
broke
that's
the
so
string.
low. Oh.
Do it.
I'm fairly certain I'm surrounded.
Which tree are you touching?
This one.
Put a W on that tree.
Okay.
The tree is the Wendigo.
Feel that tree move and can see like long clawed hands move out past you. As you look up, you can see that this tree that you put your back to has a polished white elk head and large antlers decorated with like teeth on strings. It's gonna make a disadvantage swing at you.
Because you're invisible.
Yes, I am invisible.
You're singing.
Thank
Yelling.
goodness you're invisible. It's a 20 and like a natural 20 and not a natural 20. So it swings like around. It doesn't get you.
You were making too much noise.
You can see that its claws look like it could rend creatures easily.
Okay. Okay.
Ross, it's your turn. Your bard just exclaimed excitedly about something.
And I'm invisible, so you don't know
From where I'm standing, though, could I have heard what direction? I saw him turn invisible, but now I hear him singing and yelling.
Okay,
Do I
make a perception check.
see where? Because he yelled, "It's here!" Oh, 19.
All right. You hear screaming, and as you look that way, a tree flashes white, and you can see its branches rake across in that spot. You can tell that that is not a tree.
All right. Then, damn it, do I attack it or defend myself? How far away is that?
Well, if we actually put you in a space,
No, they like being on all four
off, wasn't I?
four spaces.
Yeah, you were like the four corners of the U.S. You know.
Sweet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Oh, very easy. I can tell it's not a tree.
You can tell it is not a tree.
Alright, I will drop spiritual weapon next to it then and attack it.
Alrighty.
Nice. Do it.
Just gonna defend myself instead, but whatever. I know it's there. Yeah, that's probably not. 12.
No.
Oh, I do.
And movement.
Then.
I don't know you're doing.
Spiritual weapon.
Wait, do I have range on that one? Yes. Sacred Flame.
Alrighty.
On the fake tree.
On the fake tree.
On the not tree.
9.
Ooh, does not pass. Shall not pass. Ooh. 10. Yeah, 10 radiant damage.
More than 10.
You should also add your wisdom.
I don't have that written down.
That's
So,
level 8. Some clerics get it.
oh yeah, it would be level 8. Some
Potent
clerics.
cantrips
Yeah, the
or-
potent. Yeah.
I think because they
So, as the burst of light and flame bathes across it, you can see that it looks like the Wendigo was affected by that more than usual.
The other day.
Nice.
Since it deals radiant damage, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't, right? Clerk of the Grave has it, I know. Level 8.
It looks like most clerics have it. They
Nobody
I thought it was
wants
different
to
levels.
hear the New Jersey calls.
Stay where I'm at.
I think.
Alright. It is
I found it! It's right there!
Lump's turn.
Using that I thought is right there.
Mhm.
Can I figure out where the action is coming from?
You can see the flash of Sacred Flame plus the spiritual weapon is still next to it.
Great. I will begin running towards it, using my 60 feet of movement to get up to the tree. And I don't really get 60, but I'm dashing.
35, 40, 45, 50, 55.
Yeah.
Great.
We're all right to it.
Yep, right there.
Okay. Awesome.
That was my action.
Alrighty.
I don't get anything cool. Oh, I can action search.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Early on, yeah.
Why not?
So that
This is
if
the
you
time
get
to
knocked
do it.
down in the first
Yeah.
hit, like
Yeah.
I have my daggers out, so I guess I'll stab it with my daggers.
Okay.
That seems useful. One dagger was a 9, and the other one is a 24. So I think I hit one of those
24 will hit.
with all 7 points of stabby damage. That's normal, so I didn't silver
Take
that one.
your dagger.
Mhm.
You strike true.
Yep.
You can see that like the full momentum of it just stops
Great.
as the non-silvered weapon hits it.
Neat. Can I use an interaction on my turn to sheath
Yeah.
said daggers? Because I have the dual wielder feat, so I think I can sheath both at
Yes.
once.
Yeah, you
Great.
draw it and
both of them into your sheath.
I don't think I can also take out my short sword.
No, but you can do that next time.
I'll do that next time. Okay. End of turn.
Alrighty.
what's those on that one?
Damien,
Yes.
the werewolf right next to you.
Puppy.
It's like
I do have the non-burning incense out. I don't know if that affects your decision making at all, but I'm just letting you know.
It can smell it, which is good for you.
But bad for everybody else.
However,
Yeah. Chase him
that's
away from me.
only gonna give it disadvantage for now because it's not lit.
Yeah. Is it attacking me or the horse?
Neither with those scores. It can smell it already and like goes to like open its mouth and bite, and it gets a whiff. It's just like
That noise that dogs make when
Yeah.
All right, Countess, it is your turn.
Oh, cool. Well, nothing came around me, so
No, but you got a big Wendigo right
yeah, I'm gonna
Marked it.
I don't even like being this close, really. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna go here, which is probably dangerous, but I'm gonna do it. And I can go.
There's something going on around you.
Not anymore. Nothing happened, so I just lost the spell. So my trigger didn't go off. This is an opportune time to use this weapon that I haven't used at all ever.
Yeah. Because I'm invisible. This would be a great time.
Do it.
I'm gonna
Do it.
throw it straight ahead.
Yep.
So I'm gonna pull the javelin off my back
Yep.
and hurl it.
Okie dokie.
It transforms into a bolt of lightning, forming a line 5 feet wide that extends out from me to a target within 120 feet. Each creature in the line, excluding me and the target, has to make a dexterity saving throw.
So it doesn't have to make a dexterity saving
Correct.
throw?
It does not.
It's an attack.
Only if there are any wolves in the straight line between her and it.
I don't know if
There's
there's
not, but
anything.
there is something else.
Okay. So,
The other thing doesn't make it save, I don't think, with a 3 total.
Yeah.
okay. So it's gonna take 4d6.
You can't meta those.
Nope, I can't. It's fine. It's 10. Lightning damage.
So for the people that are immediately there, you can see from its antlers, several ravens fall off dead.
Okay.
You can see that there are still other ones on his antlers. though.
Okay. Fair enough.
A swarm of ravens.
So then I make a ranged weapon attack, and on a hit, it takes lightning damage. Fuck.
9 plus 4.
13.
No.
Alright. And it's a javelin on the ground. A really fancy javelin.
Your javelin would go through 2 of the prongs of its antlers.
Okay.
Somewhere between.
Does it not also take the lightning damage?
24 is
No.
its AC.
No. Each creature in the line, excluding me and the target?
Correct.
Okay, yeah. So no, it doesn't.
Anyone else in that 5-foot line?
No. Luckily she moved over just enough so she didn't hit me.
Alright.
I would know how this works, so I'm not
Yeah,
gonna.
but you don't know where I am.
True.
Loud enough. I'm sure she could figure it out.
I mean,
Just scream.
I saw the thing swipe,
Yeah.
so I'm
Okay.
gonna be.
Swiper, no swiping.
I always defer to players. Damien, it is your turn. The Wendigo moves on this turn as well.
You rolled the same as a Wendigo.
Yeah. I mean, 20 is.
Pretty good.
Yeah. I guess I will try and drop the silver axe like into my lap.
Okay.
And use an interaction to light the incense.
Yep.
I'm gonna nudge my horse forward at an angle so that I don't hit these trees with my sensor, and then just whoom, whoom, big circles.
Okay. So, 20 feet out from you, 20-foot radius,
Oh,
you would ward off any wolf creatures in that area.
neat.
That would be worth drawing if you're going to be moving.
Yeah, those are gonna hit that tree.
Well, yeah, I end
Did
up
anyone
over
prepare
here.
the solve for
No.
the Wendigo?
Not yet. He's got the bag.
Yeah.
And it's not
you
really in
know.
the battle.
I can go take it from him.
Yeah, I mean, I got the stuff I wanted out of that. The one that's already in that area,
Yeah.
you said something about them possibly being incapacitated by that earlier? Or was that her misunderstanding of it?
No, as you wafted around, you can see that it would start coughing and then revert into its human form
Oh.
and lay incapacitated.
Oh no.
Oh, no save, it just fucking... Oh, if that's the case, I've still got 40 feet of movement with which to use. I will. So that was 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, no, I'm not going to get that close to the Wendigo right now. 5,
Just run around the forest a little bit, do a lap.
20,
Make a nice
25, 30, 35,
does have
40,
other things.
45, 50. Can I use my action to dash the horse?
I suppose so. You should move as a unit.
Yeah, okay. So, and then I've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, around this big thing, and I end up over here. The whole way,
Appearance to.
yeah, or probably a little bit out, but that's
Okay, so 5 feet north and east of your position. As you ride past, you would see another werewolf go up to spring at you, like hit a wall of scent and fall back over in
Lovely.
its human form.
That's good. We like this.
Okay.
North and
No getting in the bag.
I probably should have just dropped the bag.
Everyone,
I'll come back.
Just loop around.
everyone within a 10-foot radius of the Wendigo currently make a dexterity saving
I was hoping you would say
Is
that.
this
Outside
a
of
magical effect?
It is a spell-like ability.
Okay. I have magic resistance, so I have advantage on saving throws.
There you go.
That is a natural 20 plus 2, so 22.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Just a second. So, what are my saves?
That was a cute smile.
6.
6 fail.
Yep, had a feeling.
Anyone else within the
22.
Oh.
I rolled a natural 20.
Just outside it.
Yeah, I have advantage due to magic
Oh, no,
resistance.
Yeah, I think that's just us
didn't hear you
two.
say it
Okay.
earlier. I thought he was waiting for you to tell him.
Unless you want the spiritual weapon to, you know, get knocked out or whatever.
Get blown away.
So, passes half.
What did it do? Did we see something happen?
You're seeing something happen now.
Alright.
So,
Concentration.
from it, in the radius that I have described, you would see the earth break apart
Oh.
and barbed roots would shoot up around it.
Well, yeah, I'm too close to the ground. Obviously, I get hit.
Okay.
So if you didn't make the save, that is going to be 15 points of magical piercing damage.
Great, I was hoping you'd say that.
If you passed, it is half.
So 7 or 8.
8.
That radius is now difficult terrain if you don't have like
Oh.
pass walk or
Okay.
whatever the ranger thingy is
Gotcha.
to move through it.
Okay.
And then
Oh, and there's more.
are there things that it can see within a feet?
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bird there and there's a snake thing there. So.
Nope, they can't see the
Oh,
snake
yeah,
thing.
you're invisible. It's me.
Uh-oh.
It's me.
I haven't entered its property yet.
No, you're way.
Yeah.
I know, he's like hanging out where we started.
So it's gonna take one of its claws and swing at you.
And I'm not dual wielding anymore.
That is an 8 to hit.
That'll miss.
I will swing again
Damn.
for a 13.
That'll also miss. I might be hurt, but I'm a slippery little bird.
Since it used its spike growth, it does not have a third attack. That brings up Asari, who is invisible
Yes.
and surrounded by spiky bits.
Yeah, so I'm gonna like gingerly make my way away from this thing. It's gonna get an attack of opportunity because I'm not disengaging.
You're invisible though.
I am so I don't know. That's damn.
Isn't there a rule like when you can't see?
Oh, that's true. That's true. It does not get an attack of opportunity.
But does invisibility go over the move?
No.
It's an action to make an attack or make something like a save or
10-foot.
Also for
probably a tree.
for the Wendigo specifically, the movement, the sound of the movement that you're making isn't going to be particularly helpful to it.
Okay. So this other large 10-foot square here in front of me, since I backed up against what I thought was a tree, can I like make sure that that's not a freaking Wendigo sister or something?
Make a perception check.
You know, like it's cousin Esmeralda. Oh, awesome! I'm going over there anyway.
Yeah.
I'm totally going over there because this guy is bad. That one hasn't activated yet, so I will go over. So that's 20 feet of movement to get there, and I will start climbing the tree. Get like 10 feet up into the tree.
Okay, is it one that's not 5 feet?
Correct. It is a 10-foot square.
Yeah, so you can start climbing up towards that 50-foot perch.
Okay, and then I will use my bonus action to be all like, Birdie, hit that thing good.
Thanks, I might need it.
Rocking around the clock.
I should switch to my
And then as an action, not hitting my friend Thump over there, I will drop concentration on invisibility, and I will drop fairy fire on top of the Wendigo. So he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alrighty. Charlie horse. I had a banana and water.
Oh, you actually. I thought you were talking about the tree.
I thought you were talking about the Wendigo. I looked up and he was making a face and
Yes.
I'm the only one that passed my passive perception.
The DM is clearly in actual pain.
The tree had this.
Okay, so I need to make a what?
Dexterity saving throw.
Alrighty. That is a 7.
He is now glowing, and you guys all have advantage to hit him.
Good deal.
Yeah.
He's now glowing.
I have advantage!
He's glowing green.
I'm so excited!
Yes.
Yay!
You have advantage and the bardic inspiration.
I will hit this thing.
Alrighty.
I have almost twice as many hit points as he does.
I know, it's fine. I'm a fighter. I'm ready for this. I'm just.
What? Me?
Oh,
That's why I climbed the tree.
Walked away, he ran away.
Osh, it is your turn.
All right. Well, I'll do the obvious one first, and then decide on the way.
Spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon.
At
In
advantage.
his face.
Alright.
Whack on him.
Oh, natural 20. Nice.
But this is only 4 damage. Bummer.
It's magical, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the extra. Now that one.
8 plus wisdom.
Yes, that does it. So, add the wisdom after the natural 20, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So, 20 points of force damage.
Nice.
Yeah, I rolled 8 for damage.
You guys are plugging right away.
And then I will, after seeing what the sacred flame did to him, I'm gonna walk closer. Oh no, yeah, I can do that. I will walk closer to get within. Well, let me see. I will go to right. 5, 10. Yeah. I'll go stand next to that tree right there. I think that'll work. Does that put me at least within 30 feet of him?
Yes. You're about 20, 25. So yeah, you're good.
Yeah. 30 foot. Oh, yeah. And I will do my channel divinity, Radiance of the Dawn, on him. Well, it does everything within 30 feet of me that's not behind full cover, so anything behind this tree might not get affected, but to the sides and towards him. 30-foot range. Constitution saving throw to hostiles.
Okay. The Ravens got a 10. The Wendigo got a 22.
They know what they
half of this, or full, because it's radiant.
Nice.
Yeah, it's 2d10 plus level radiant damage. Blocked by total cover. Rolled a 14, so 20. Plus level.
I'll be back temporarily. I'm climbing, hiding in a tree.
And
So
it's
40 to all the radiant.
Yeah, it's radiant damage as well.
Or if they take extra radiant, yeah. So 20 to them and 20 to him.
That burst.
And anything else caught in the area that I don't see.
Would be you probably don't see the ravens yet, but they're gone now.
What ravens?
There are no ravens.
Right. Can
Channel divinity.
everyone roll a d6, please?
Okay, I can do that. 6. 6. Don't mess it up.
5.
4.
4.
Will.
Okay.
Almost said code tricks, but that was wrong.
Almost correct. Are you checking my math?
No, I'm checking mine.
Oh,
you're at 1.6.
yeah, because like you have more 6 hit points than I have.
Well, I think that I have way too many.
Okay.
You're checking mine.
As your Radiance of the Dawn would blast it, you can see for a moment that the outline of the Wendigo would have a smaller, more ethereal being trapped in it.
Oh, if we burn it, it'll be released, right?
And there's Damien.
He can't see it.
Does anyone speak Elvish that can see it?
I
Okay.
speak Sylvan.
I do.
You can hear it say in Elven, break the altar beneath the great tree, and the cursed form will pass.
Alright.
Which one's the great tree?
That altar right there.
Probably the big
Oh,
one way on this
okay.
side.
Black altar.
Awesome.
Am I able to relay that and part of that during this turn? Or?
Yeah, you have your free action speak.
I will call out to the group. If we break the altar, we can free it.
Wump, it is your turn.
Right, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I am going. So I'm gonna dual wield,
Okay.
but only use my silver short sword. But I want to be holding 2 weapons
Okay.
for the sake of my AC
one as your
and just
defense.
keep like. Yeah. So okay. So fairy fire first. Natural 20. Oh, fairy fire! I picked the right die. Okay. So it's only D6. Yeah. Cool. 13. Silvered.
Okay.
Whatever damage. Piercing. And then my extra attack. Same weapon. Shit. For 14 to hit.
14 will not hit.
Oh wait, no, I already asked though. And then I'm going to do a griffin screech and unwavering mark this thing,
Okay.
which means, let me just inform you and those watching at home, the griffin screeches is my own flair now. I can menace my foes, which basically means that you must hit me, essentially. When I hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, I mark the creature till the end of my next turn. It ends early if I die or incapacitated. When it's within 5 feet of me, this creature has disadvantage on any attack roll that doesn't target me.
Okay.
And then if it deals damage to anybody else, I get a special melee weapon attack against it as a bonus action on my next turn.
Okay.
And I have advantage on that. And if I hit I get some extra damage based on some stuff that I have to look up later. But that's my unwavering mark. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is bottom of the round.
Yes, I sure am.
So, Countess, you're up.
Awesome. I heard what he yelled, but I have no idea where the altar is.
Yeah. I didn't relay that.
However,
While you're reading, I can.
I'm gonna run like around the thorns, so
It's only 15 feet, right? Or 10 feet.
10 feet radius.
Yeah, 10 feet around the Wendigo.
so 5, 10, 15. So 20 gets me 2 os. And I'm gonna say, well, shit. Maybe
Well,
Say,
shit.
well,
No, not here.
no,
The
not.
tracks flies.
Gonna ride up like an old western sheriff and just
I'm gonna go
well,
here
shit.
because then I won't hit my party because I know how far this hits.
Are you a
So I'm gonna thunder step.
I'm 15 left.
Okay.
Ow.
No. I'm gonna say don't fight it, and I'm gonna grab onto you and take you with me.
Okay.
Has to be a willing creature.
Be willing.
So as long as you don't fight it, you can go with me. The thunder can be heard from up to 300 feet away,
Okay.
but it gets me 90 feet
Yep.
in a direction.
The entire forest is coming our way.
If, however, there is anything within 10 feet of the space I leave, creatures have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
True.
So I don't know if there's. I
Is
wouldn't.
the Wendigo that
No.
close?
No.
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 Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60,
Well, that
65,
takes care of
70,
what I was gonna
75,
do.
80, 85, 90. So we're going to pop up exactly as we were,
Kind of in the middle of the.
right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
90 feet down the.
To the northwest, would you say?
Yes.
Okay.
Clues.
Kind of north of the big tree thing.
We're both boss and Countess make a dexterity saving.
Oh boy.
Looking for dice.
All of the dice.
Is either of them within? No, they're not.
Nope.
Feet of me.
19.
16.
19 and 16. You realize that the spot that you landed on isn't particularly stable.
Oh.
Move west 5 feet and then mark the 10-foot area around where you landed as a hazard. You landed on top of a leaf trap.
Oh, all right.
What a
And would have been
specific
able to,
place
like,
for that to be.
spring
I know,
back
that's
before the ground would have fallen out from under you.
Whoa.
At the bottom of it, you can see punji spikes, and it is a 30-foot drop.
Oh,
That's
my
hideous.
God.
You almost ran your horse right into that.
Dude, I would have Yoshi'd it. It would have been fine.
I'm going to use my bonus action when we land to fly an additional 10 feet. It's a thing I can do.
Okay, you will get across the punji pit.
Yeah, easy.
Okay. So
Or she wants to go more north, anyways.
Yeah.
Northwest.
northwest.
Would you say?
Yes.
Great.
Absolutely.
Where are you ending?
Northwest.
Right here.
Okay, from there, no perception check needed.
You see this big thing.
You
Giant
can
altar.
see
The description is coming.
a giant, sickly black-barked tree.
Burn it.
Each of the protruding roots comes out, violently breaking the ground around it. Each of those roots is 30 feet tall.
Awesome.
The tree itself, now that you can see it with the rest of the forest separated out, you could probably see it from any other point that could look out onto the woods. It goes into the sky. At the base of it, you can see a black stone altar, and behind it, you can see an impeccably dressed but tall woman.
Oh, lovely.
She reeks, even at this distance,
Peppermint?
of peppermint.
Ooh, okay.
She is
Annie!
occupy a large space, the large space above the altar,
Okay.
and put an A.
I'm gonna yell that. Annie!
Hello, dear child. Oh.
I'm gonna say that's a big negatory, Batman, but whatever.
No, but yeah. Okay.
Been lizards.
That's my action. Bonus action.
All right, Damien, it is your turn.
Okay. As an action,
You can maybe see me.
I'm going to reach into the bag of holding and withdraw a bladder. I will nudge the horse over, gonna
You just appear
drop
out of nowhere
kind
after
of towards us.
Oh. Am I?
Yeah, you're right there.
I'm still
I
right there.
transported you right there. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm
you're
gonna
within
move over
range
there.
now.
Alright.
5, 10, 15, and then 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45,
Toss it to me on the way by, basically.
50.
Just the bladder or all three things in the bag of holding that we needed or whatever it is?
He has
I have
his,
the blood.
Oh, he's got the rest.
Yeah.
Okay, just the
He
bladder.
just needs the ladder.
I
Yeah.
was just like, why are you only giving him one of the
No.
I couldn't
well, I can only pull one thing out at a time. It's
It's
as
just in the
an
bag.
action to reach in there.
in the bag.
It does.
It's fine. It's fine. You're good.
I want to position myself between Valoran and.
Thank you for the love of gods. Thank you.
To the northwest, would you say?
Yeah.
A brave knight enters the scene,
I'll just take my.
What do I do with this?
and his
Figure it out!
squire with a griffin's bladder. I've not seen this comedy.
Ma'am, might I interest you in some horse meat?
Hey!
That escalated quickly.
Blackwatch enters the scene, offering a measure of meat for a woman of the wood. I quite enjoy this tragedy. Proceed.
Nom nom nom.
Capital D.
Lovely. And my. Do I have anything I can use as a bonus action? One second. I need to verify the casting time of this.
Giving me your sword, too.
I don't have a sword anymore.
Oh, you traded it.
Yeah. I will cast Shield of Faith on myself as a bonus action. Because just in case she's not feeling too agreeable. Because I asked the things that made her more agreeable, so.
Yes. Meat.
Alright.
That'll do it.
Can anyone see the Wendigo?
Yes. Both Masari and Thwomp.
Oh, that's right. It has to beat you up.
Yeah.
Alright, here it
Come at me,
comes.
bro.
Yeah, but I can see it as well. It's right behind me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
you're like in the
fight
next
that
tree
one.
over.
Yeah.
Alright. 2 attacks miss.
They're at disadvantage.
No, they're just normal. They're
Oh.
disadvantage or somebody else.
And then
Oh, yeah,
Roll
yeah.
against me.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I
you're good.
believe that a 23 is gonna hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. Yeah, even though I deal with wielding.
Listen here, Bullwinkle. Calm your horns. Reducing the damage by 5.
Great.
Okay.
5 less. Make it 4. And then it's 0.
Cutting words.
Constitution saving throw. Just wanna see if I have to roll more.
8. Oh no, sorry. 21.
That passes.
Huh? Don't think I added that last time. I was still really low, so it's okay.
21 points of magical slashing
So
damage.
16. Great. I'm doing so good.
Strength saving throw.
Oh, I'm not good at that.
If you need it, just in case.
I'll just hold it. No, I am not.
Okay.
Oh.
This is a big scur.
18.
That passes. You're not knocked prone.
Yes.
As it takes its hand down, winds up, and clobbers you,
Yeah.
and then rakes across with its claws.
Great.
You can feel your wounds burn, but you don't succumb to the secondary effects of being raked.
Great. I feel great.
You're doing so good right now.
That's all 3 of its attacks.
Okay, I survived.
Oh, no, sorry.
I will slither shimmy around the freaking tree to the north side of the tree.
Are you trying to go up as well, or just?
I'm staying at my level at this point in time.
Alrighty.
Because everybody else has abandoned the poor bird thing to fight the Wendigo, so I'm going to use my bonus action and just be all like,
We're
keep
still
on
trying to fight the Wendigo.
rockin' Robin! I will healing word you at 3rd
we're
level.
just fighting it in a
So
different way.
4, 5, 6,
We destroy
7,
the altar, we win.
11 points of healing to you.
Thank
For my bonus action. And then I will go ahead and say, listen here, Moose! Calm down! And vicious mockery the Wendigo.
Okay.
It needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Alrighty. 7.
It's going to take 5 points of psychic damage, and it has disadvantage on its first attack roll. I got your back.
Thanks, we're good. I stole my
The
second one.
Wendigo
Yeah.
goes dead still.
Do we kill it?
You can see that it's completely motionless.
Okay.
Is that what happens when you get excited? Does that mean that was really close.
Oh boy.
To those wearing earphones at home, we apologize.
That's amazing.
There's so many innuendos that go into that too.
You're welcome.
Oh man.
Technically, you're out of combat currently.
Until I run across the field to the Peppermint Annie and hurt everything on the way. Okay, great.
So, what would you like to do?
I will climb down out of the tree. It seems to be still.
Can I poke at it?
I guess I will
As you
make
poke
a
it,
concoction.
you can feel that it has hide like a monster, but underneath it, its skin is as hard as bark.
Wow!
I want to move tentatively and slowly toward Annie. Non-threatening.
Good old Peppermint Annie.
Peppermint Annie.
Speed of this drama is dragging a bit. Could you maybe hurry along?
I'm gonna make that concoction, and I guess I'll put it on my weapon.
Okay.
I had intended on putting
Well,
it
you
on
got
his.
3, right? That you
So
can-
long as you understand
Yeah,
I'm,
3 separate ones.
I have no
vials,
intent to
but-
fight you or cause a disturbance.
Disturbances and fights are for rows, and as you can see, I'm merely setting the table.
I see.
I'm gonna climb down off of the horse.
Okay.
So, by the standard of this spell, it is not technically a beast. It is considered a fey, fiend, or celestial. And also, when it drops to 0 hit points, it disappears, leaving behind no physical form.
Okay. That's not what's coming up yet. Okay, go ahead.
So I'm just letting you know
Yeah.
that if it dies, there's not going to be a horse corpse there. It's just going to...
Yeah.
It's not real.
That hence the reason I'm okay with
It's
this.
a figment.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell the horse to go up to Annie and do as she asks, like kind of whispering in its ear. And if she seems hostile, to kick the shit out of that black table.
Okay.
So, Flop and I are trying to catch up with the rest
Dashing.
of the party.
Okay. Yeah, still out of combat. You would all be able to get within 10 to 15 feet of the altar, south, east, or west. Go ahead.
So I have these vials with some blood in them.
Yep.
Can
Right
I
south of the
like
tree.
put some somehow like a small?
not on
Well,
horse.
it's got holes in it. It's a bladder.
Yeah.
Put some of the pee in the vial with it. Shake it up and like hand them out to put on weapons. I have 4 vials of blood.
Yeah.
Would that work?
Yeah, it's out of combat, so you're not under pressure.
Alright. I don't
Trying-
know that we were told to use them on the Wendigo, but
Who knows what
I'm
else
gonna
they have
pass
to use
them out
for.
anyway
Yeah.
to the people with weapons.
On the Wendigo could mean the table.
Yeah.
She would run a knobby hand down the mane of the horse and stroke the far side of its neck. Can't eat this, but it reminds me of home.
You can keep it so long as you like. I think I can just get another steed. I think the other one disappears when I eventually cast it again, but I don't know that she knows that.
All so far from either of my sister's protection. You came
Acquaintances.
to slay the Wendigo.
Cure the Wendigo.
Then we have similar intentions.
We were told to break this altar.
Know you much of ritual magic, dearie?
I don't think
I could tell you a story.
Entertain me.
Once in the forest there laid a black altar, and a hag so brave and pure that she broke the curse of the Wendigo upon this altar.
I was looking for that one.
Ah! A preparation to the climax.
Is that what happens when you get
Vertically
excited?
inspire her with that. I'm fine with that.
She'd let out a hearty bellow, picking up the paper. Oh, come, my sisters, come. You would see Agatha and Agnes walk through the wood as mist and rolling darkness would come behind the both of them. They would walk up and say, Thank you for not attacking my sister, though she is uncouth and very ugly. Thank you.
Looks aren't everything.
Thank you for exhibiting a measure of restraint. The Chort was a worthy opponent, and we will lament its passing, but this Wendigo ought to be freed. They would stand around the altar.
Stuck over there.
Yes, and were it not to be freed, it would return. She would reach into her eye socket, pull out their hay guy,
Watching intently.
turn it over to look over the contents of the table, and then it would suspend, and all three of them would say, Great tree, we have set the table, and now free the one who was served here. The eye would spin rapidly and then smash down into the altar. And you would see the tree splinter apart and crumble in on itself.
Whoa, that whole big giant tree?
Yep, would come collapsing down into itself, leaving a violent altar of splinters there. And then they would say, Bring the Wendigo's form so that it can be freed by fire.
We can work on that. We can go
Grab the skull.
Just the whole body is over there still. She picks me up, sets me down.
I don't believe that we can move the entire body. It said the form.
We can try.
This creature is certainly strong.
Oh, the horse.
Talking to me. Oh. Damn it.
May I have use of it again?
Do what was intended, creature. That would assist you in pulling, sled the Wendigo's body over.
Turn it on like it's on an angle and then
Feet on it.
yeah, it's like we made a plow.
Push it
out of
over.
its head.
Push him over. Lean him.
The Wendigo would lay on the funerary pyre that they've made, and then they would all chant,
The Ballad of the Wendigo.
"Too long has your tortured form been trapped here. We, the ladies of the wood, form this pact. Your freedom to protect the borders between the unending war. For truly, pikes in the air, swords to the front, both sides clash, and die, die, die. And on the last one, flames would erupt. The Wendigo would be finally treated to a funerary pyre, and the spirit of the elf trapped inside would walk out. And you can see it take the form of an arc druid,
Oh, shit.
and it would thank you, saying that no longer will Atropia and Ariana war in these woods.
Ooh.
We did it, you guys.
We did it!
5 years later, Camp Muckford still remains a miserable shithole on the end of a long road. Sigmund Dijkstra has done his best to keep a refuge for lichen infected, as he himself bears the curse, and has done well to defer the blame onto the local monsters in the area.
Okay. I will help spread tales of the cursed woods near Muckford and the lycanthropy that they can potentially inflict.
Jean Lee continued on many various adventures, fulfilling his role as an info broker in the unending Caucasus Wars. Maybe you'll find him again at Broken Skull Place, crossing Red Bridge, or maybe somewhere else. The forest proved to be too dangerous for Jorgen and his non-human scouts. However, hearing the brokerage between Sigmund and Jean Lee, Jorgen joined Sigmund to form a non-human and infected colony at Camp Muckford. The racists and the purists came to Scourge, but against the combined forces of non-humans and lycanthropes, all that hate bleed. And in the end, the Sisters of the Wood won their battle against the dark forces of the wood, keeping this border safe while they continue to pursue the secrets held therein.
Nice.
And that is the conclusion of It Came from the Wood.
Awesome job. Hopefully tune in next week when I think DM Grace will hopefully be back if she's over her
I'm
cough.
hoping. I don't want to cough the whole time, so
Yeah.
I'm hoping, yeah.
But we had a lot of fun at Farmstrong, and thank you so much, Brendan, for everything. We'll see you guys next week, hopefully.
Remember to pay your spice merchant.
Subscribe, like, and share our videos. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thanks for hanging out.
See ya.
Bye.